everybody and see what's going on here. But this is some madness. I can't say that I remember them doing anything like this. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Arsenal versus PSG, second leg. And you guys, probably like me and Gary, are finding out that having an Amazon Prime subscription doesn't seem like it's enough. It's weird. I've never seen it do this before. It's asking us to subscribe to Discovery. So yeah, that's weird. I've never seen that one before. What's going on, Lewis? Big up to you, bro.
99 pence a month.
Yeah.
Yo, all good. Bit nervous and that.
Well, I'm kind of nervous about not seeing the damn game. That's what I'm nervous about. What is going on with this?
I've not even. It's not on. Ah, I haven't switched on yet.
£31 to watch it.
No, I'm not. I'm on IPTV at the moment, and I'm just trying to see if I can find an Arsenal stream. It should come up pretty quickly, actually. Yeah, guys,
Sports,
everyone tuning in.
TNT Sports.
What is it on TNT Sports?
Yeah, all the Wednesday games on TNT,
Yeah,
and then
TNT
okay.
and Tuesday games are on Prime.
Right, so crisis averted, everybody. There you go. There's your answer. It's on TNT Sports, and I'm on there right now. Thank God for that. I thought we were going to have one of those evenings, man, when we were going to Brazilian websites. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Right, okay. Let me just get this sorted out. I haven't even got myself. I've just got my water. I'm getting a team sheet at the moment, and then we can discuss. There's lots to talk about, man. Let's get the team sheet now so I can just put this up. Big up to everybody out there in Arsenal land. This is one of the biggest games in Arsenal history. We've been here various times before, 3 times actually in the semi-final. And we've got to the final once and lost. And so today, what is destiny going to bring us? What is destiny going to bring us? Let's have a look here. Right, okay, I've just got the team sheet here. Let me move it over to this side. And then the team sheet is probably what we expect. There's no shocks or anything like that. Everybody seems to, let me just open this up now. You'd be surprised how much questions I get from you guys. Inbox is crazy. One guy asked me, how do I get my pictures up without any backgrounds?
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
So that's an easy one. So I could tell you what the program's name is. It's called Honeyview. So I use Honeyview, and that allows me to put full screen pictures up without any borders or any programs or anything like that. And it works a treat. It wasn't always like that. I was opening a picture view, but yeah, it's as I just got accumulated with everything, it just became a lot easier to use. So this is the team sheet, guys. Let me say shout out to everybody out there. Big up Garfield, what's going on? Nice one, Cam. Emerson, shout out to you. Fiona, good to see you in the house. Hope everything is well. So let's talk about this team sheet. Gary, what's your thoughts? I'm still tinkering with stuff here.
I think the team sheet picks itself. Obviously, the best 11 available for the task. I think it might have been an idea for him to throw PSG a little curveball. So it is what it is. I just want to see us really play today, and mix it up a little bit. Balls into the box, balls in behind, play it short sometimes. Just keep them guessing at what we're trying to do. We can't just keep playing the same way and make it easy for them. We've got to mix it up, which is something that we don't necessarily do. The game last night, I mean, if you watched that game last night, it was end to end, both teams trying to win, and Inter Milan prevailed, but it was just it was just a pure football match. But in Milan, they threw a defender up front who's never scored a goal in Europe in his life, 37 years old, and he pops up with such a finish, like I've never seen anything like it. So that's when they needed a goal. They made changes, and that's sometimes what we fail to do. So hopefully, if the need be arises today, let's switch it up. Let's play long ball football, whatever it takes. Die with our boots on. Let's not go out of a whimper. That's what I'm looking for today.
Excellent. What about you, Lewis? What's your thoughts on the team sheet?
It's what I'd expected it to be. It's good to have Partey back after that yellow card in the second leg against Real Madrid. I think he owes the whole team, himself and us fans, one of the best performances that he's ever had in an Arsenal shirt to prove why, he is the man for the job to help us motor along. I'm also looking for Odegaard to do something a bit different. And, when he's presented with opportunities in front of goal, have a go. You miss. Do you know what I mean? But it's almost like it's a second thought in his mind. He's always looking for an extra pass when he is the man in the best position to take the shot. And I hope Arteta has got into his head and getting him to shoot more, because he is under very, very heavy criticism. And if he doesn't perform tonight, fans are going to get right on his back, and it's going to be hard to, lift someone up like that. But I also want to see more of an end product for Martinelli. He gets in very, very good positions. He's looking like he's, turning the corner. I just need to see him tidy up a little bit more in that final third and know what he wants to do before he gets the ball. Take on the fullback tonight. Be committed. And I just want the boys to go out there and leave everything on the pitch and give everything that they can. And should we lose, they can't turn around and say, we didn't do this, we didn't do that. I want to see them take the game to PSG and make PSG realise that, we ain't no mugs.
Yeah, it's one of those things, guys. It's really crazy. I don't know what to think about today's game, because you don't know what Arsenal's going to turn up. There's so much going against us, and I'll talk about that in a second. But for now, let's just cover the team sheet. It is Raya in goal. Timber is fit. Saliba, Kivior, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard up front, Saka, Martinelli, and Moreno. So yes, it's what we've all expected. Let's get rid of this. The thing about it is this: history is not kind to us. We haven't really. We've never come back from behind in the second leg. In fact, very few teams have. And the good news is Dembele, who wasn't 100% fit. I was listening to TalkSport today, and they had an analyst on, saying he's only 70% fit. So, which is why he's on the bench. But he's incredible. Dembele, I don't think people realize how much of a breakout year he's having. He scored 21 goals in 28 La Liga games and 8 in 13 in the Champions League. So he's got 29 goals, which, hear this, guys, 29 goals is more than the last 5 years combined of what he scored. That is absolutely crazy. 29 goals, 28 goals is the same as what he scored in the last 5 years. So missing Dembele is big for them. But I think for Arsenal, we got to talk about how we're going to win this game. How are we going to attack them? Well, first of all, the biggest thing is rely on your strong defense. Only Inter Milan's defense has been better than ours in the Champions League, but domestically in our own leagues, no team's defense has been better than Arsenal's over 35 games. We've let in 29 goals, which is exactly the same amount of goals we let in all last season. So we are a little bit on the cusp, but it's not been a great season anyway. On top of that, teams in Europe don't double team our wingers. And we've seen Arsenal utilize that to the max. Saka and Martinelli have to wonder to themselves, how have we got this far in the Champions League with opponents not being able to figure out what the Premier League knows like a Bible? You play Arsenal in the Premier League, you know you have to double their wingers. That's just how they play. That shuts them down and makes it difficult for them to create. But teams in the Champions League just have not woken up to that fact. So we can start there. Moreno's back up top. That's going to give us something we didn't have before in terms of a physical presence. All them man talking about Hakimi and all them guys in the midfield, nobody do have a midfield when Thomas Partey's there. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are all them man Baresi and all them man from the 70s and the greatest players. If you're playing against Thomas Partey, that's the end of your day. You ain't doing nothing against that brother. So, so there's a lot of added things that we can utilize for tonight. But I could see an instance where we shut them out and win 2-0. I could see it where we could win 3-1. But I'm going to let Tony in there because I've been worried about my boy over the last few days. It's really good to see you, Tony. We can't hear you. I think your mic's on mute. Your mic's on mute.
Okay, so what I wanted to say was, if anyone watched the interview yesterday with Declan Rice, which I thought was a brilliant interview. Declan Rice is so good speaking. I can't say enough glowing tribute about how good he is at actually voicing the opinion of the players and giving us a vibe as to what's going on behind closed doors. But he talked in glowing terms about how important it has been for him to have Thomas Partey playing behind him, which gives him the freedom to do what he's needed to do and grow into the person that he is today. And it just, on the back of, Zinchenko saying that none's better than him last year, it's so good to see Thomas back. I think it makes a massive difference to the way this team just goes about its business today. What are you guys feeling? Thomas Partey, man. He is so instrumental to the way this team plays.
And guys, I've always said that he's the best transitional midfielder in Europe, and that stands up to today. People have to understand, no top team in Europe plays with a single pivot. No top team can. And when he's not there, we have been shown that we've been played with Odegaard as a double pivot with Declan Rice. So you need two men to do what he does. That is basically the biggest compliment that you can pay to a player like Thomas Partey. And this is the reason why he's much sought after in Europe at the moment now, because he just allows players like Declan Rice, your 8, your 10, to get miles forward while he sits back and takes care of everything. And you've got to put that down to his timing, his vision, his patience, his poise, all those different things. He does not panic. He makes it look so easy. It's just so stress-free football, and we rely on him so much in our possession. It's so easy. And quite frankly, even if Zubimendi comes in and Thomas Partey leaves, you're still going to have to go to a two-man midfield pivot, which hurts you up front. It hurts you up front. So what's your thoughts, Gary?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Thomas Partey is a magnificent football player. The way he plays that single pivot on his own is quite unbelievable at times. And it just showed how much we missed him, because we had to obviously drop Marino back into a midfield role alongside Declan Rice, which takes the Declan Rice running out the game. So it was a massive miss, So glad to have him back. Hopefully he can tick over, and we can get something done today. I think Rice running will be important into the box and actually running with the ball, carrying us forward. And Thomas Partey, like you say, gives him that insurance at the back. which gives him the license to do it.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Lewis?
I mean, not only does he do that, we're much better when passing out from the back when fully pressed. I've noticed when Thomas Partey's not there, we simply can't do it because we don't have the main piece of the puzzle in the middle to dictate when to turn, when to play it, and stuff like that. We need to get him to sign the thing, man, because he goes, the whole system's gonna have to change.
I haven't updated you lot on that lately. I've been told that it's progressing really well and they're very close.
Good, and things like what Rice is saying about Thomas Partey is only going to go in his favour. We're gonna have to slowly think about bringing in somebody who's going to be similar to him. But as long as he signs it, it buys us that bit more time. So that's something that we need to get wrapped up real quick.
I honestly think Miles Lewis-Skelly can do that job in time, not next season. In 2 seasons' time, I think Miles Lewis-Skelly will be that guy.
Yep.
He's definitely got what it takes.
So I just want to have a little word with you guys about PSG. Do not underestimate Bradley Bacola. He is a superstar in the making. 22 years old. Yeah, he's had a stellar season, 19 goals and setting up 17 assists in this campaign. He's just been incredible. 17 assists. When was the last time we had somebody with that amount of assists in Arsenal? Was that Ozil? So yeah. It's just insane what this guy has been doing. So Miles Lewis-Skelly is going to have to be vigilant and get his act towards what this guy can do. And I have no doubts in Miles Lewis-Skelly whatsoever defending, but it's going to be his game today. I'm not saying it's a coming out party for him because Miles Lewis-Skelly came out a long time ago. But I'm just... He's the only person I'm going to be wary about. I think all over the field, we can handle what PSG are going to be throwing at us. But I did want to talk about Bradley there for a bit.
I do think Doué is another one to watch out for, man. Him and Barcola very similar in the way that they play. Yeah. That front three that they've got has got a lot of pace, a lot of movement, and a lot of energy. So we got to work hard tonight, man. Yeah.
Do you know what? What I would like to see, and I know it probably won't happen, but I'd like to see Martinelli not do so much defensive work. I'd like to see like Rice being covering and Partey, and I'd like to see Martinelli like just staying up top where we can get a good run and we can just play some balls early, get him in behind, because I don't think. Because their fullbacks push up, right? So when their fullbacks push up, if you get Martinelli against Marquinhos and that other, is it Poncho or whatever his name is? I think Martinelli's got the pace to beat them. And when we get chances, we've got to take them. We had a couple in the first leg, but they were tame finishes at best, and there was quite easy saves for Donnarumma. So if we get chances today, we have to take them. And I think Martinelli could be that guy in transition rather than playing the neat little stupid football. Just put that ball over the top and let him get after it.
So Cam says, let's go into the comments. Cam says, if we go to Munich today, Odegaard needs to have one of the games of his life and be very direct. PSV struggle with directness against Rashguard. He can't afford to spin and slow us down. Cam says, TNT Sports just said we haven't scored in our last 6 away semi-finals. Yeah, I know. Everyone's made a big thing about that. But records and deficits are there to be broken, my friend. Says Hakimi caused problems. Not today, he won't. Not with Thomas Partey around. It said, let's hope that he gets carded. Garfield, shout out to you, brother. He says, Sterling Hedrick incoming, you'll see. And Cam also says the stadium's nowhere near as intimidating as the Bernabeu. Probably our biggest game in the last 10 years. Got to go out there and play a game of don't go all kung fu from the start. Yeah, actually, me and Lewis was talking about that today in the chat, and we were saying that even at 0-0 at half time, don't panic. 0-0 at half time doesn't mean that that we need to panic in any kind of way. So I expect us to be really trying to feel them out in the first game. In the last 2 games I've played this season, the last one, the possession was fair. In the first game at the Emirates, we let them have all the possession, and then we played them on the counter attack. So it's been a mixed bag over the last 2 games. Don't know how we're going to play them today. And Camp says, if we survive the hectic start and positive, we can win with Garfield on our side. We have hope. Garfield's becoming an urban legend around here. Garfield says, you don't have a player worth 150. Hey, Garfield, didn't you hear we got Declan Rice for half price? So
Yeah,
Declan's
man.
worth 200 million.
That's right. That's right.
And how much is
Educate
Saka
him.
worth these days?
Educate him.
Yeah. Shout out to Michael. Michael, guys, always called me Ruel. Ruel's one of my names along with Dean. So Michael always shouts me out and calls me Ruel. He remembers that from school. 18 says we need Garfield if we are going to win this. Garfield is getting pure love right now. Cam says, don't bring up Manchester United being in 15th place, otherwise we'll lose Garfield, our golden goose.
We're gonna have to sponsor him a shirt.
Hey,
We're gonna have
Garfield
to
is the
sponsor him a
Atlantic
shirt.
flag in here. You have to rub him for win. Shout out to our Belgian brother here, Vincey. What's going on? He's saying, tuning in from Tunisia. Yes, blessed to you, bro. Blessed to you and the wife. Hope Pauline is watching as well. Yes, looking forward to your comments as well. Big up socials. Socials saying, I don't see us going through. That's a fair comment, bro. We have stats and history and everything against us. Everyone and everything Opta Wise is saying we're not going to do it tonight. And that's more reason for us to go out there and prove everyone wrong. He's saying they have done too much of their homework on us. So I went to the gym. I tried to catch you guys. All right, so you're going to be back late in the second half. So let's see where we are, socials. I
got a question for you, Apollo.
Yo.
Okay, so what's the story on your inside track on Kai Havertz? Because I kind of was hoping, almost half expecting him to be on the bench tonight.
So I was told that, do you remember I said to you guys, he had an exam Tuesday. That exam is where the medical team says he's been signed off, he's ready to join training, and then it's down to the manager. And so he passed that. So now he's training with the team, light training. So it's not heavy first team training. It's not officially back in first team training, but he is out there running light drills. We saw this with Saka. We saw this with Odegaard, and we saw this with Martinelli, where they spent 2 weeks light training before Arteta decided to bring them in. Based on those numbers, probably look forward to seeing him join the team in the next 7 to 10 days. But he is still on schedule, Tony, to make the last 2 games, which is what I was told a while ago, about a month ago, in regards to his schedule. So so he's well on schedule. Emerson, the players are walking out onto the field. And I don't have butterfly. So it's the fever now that we're dealing with right now, guys. I hope Gary's okay. Gary's internet is flickering a little bit. Gary, if you're taking a little bit of a time out, it might be smart to restart your internet on your stream so that the delays doesn't plague us.
Do you know what? I don't see an ounce of nerves on our players' faces. They are looking super focused tonight. Super focused. As the PSG, there's a few of the youngsters looking a little bit, a little bit nervy, a little bit worried. I think if we can turn the crowd early doors, I've got a feeling they can capitulate PSG.
I agree. And you know who the most worried man in the stadium is, based on comments this week? It's Luis Enrique. He had 2 conferences, and in both of them he was saying, Arsenal are coming, we have to be ready. They're going to bring the storm.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Yeah,
We can do it. We can actually do this. Because I've been saying all week, like it last week could have been a lot worse. We could have been like 2 or 3 nil down. But the fact that
yeah,
it's 1-0, you're always in with a puncher's chance of going through.
yeah. I tell you, it's nights like these guys don't come around often as an Arsenal fan. So they got that look in their eyes at the moment, the players, and they mean business, man. They got a lot to prove. The beginning of the last game last week really surprised us all. It really shocked us all. Just how much of a slow start we had, and we just didn't come out to play. So we're looking for a good start today. Looking for a solid start. Cam's saying I'm waiting for Martin Odegaard to show up to the party. At the minute, he hasn't been as influential as he's been in recent seasons. Well, that's because sometimes players have down years. Declan Rice talked about that as well. Declan Rice, guys, remember, his first half of the season, where was he? In the first
Getting
half of the
adapted.
season, and not just Declan Rice, guys, Martinelli. Those guys in the first half of the season weren't good at all. They was not good at all. And Martinelli's come on strong. Declan Rice even stronger. Declan Rice is going to win Player of the Season for Arsenal. That's a done deal. Yeah, it was probably Gabriel before, but now Gabriel's injured. It's definitely going to be Declan. And how
I think
much do
Timber's
we?
in with a good shout as well. He's had
Oh
a
yeah,
good
yeah,
season.
definitely Timber. What's happened to Tony and Gary? I did tell Gary to restart his internet stream, but yeah, a lot of players have not played up to par this season, and that goes without saying, Lewis.
Mm. It has. I mean, it's never like everybody's in form at the same time. Like you're always going to get a couple that are getting dragged up by the others. But I think we've had too many that have needed to be carried. And then
Yeah.
once once Saka came back, you instantly saw the team was like uplifted, and all of a sudden now, sort of the last since beating Real Madrid home and away, we've gone super flat. And it's like there's no belief, there's no confidence that we can actually do something special. It's like, lads, come on. Like, you've had to deal with all these injuries to your squad. The system's changed as well quite a bit. And you're in the semi-final of the Champions League and you're still holding on to second in the league. Like,
Yeah,
there's not many teams that would be able to handle that.
true. I'm underway as well, Emerson. I'm underway as well. Me and Emerson have started. I'm
I've
at 20
started.
seconds. Yeah.
Oh, wow. You're 20 seconds ahead of me, or thereabouts, 15.
I'm probably
Okay.
about the same way Emerson is, which is good. Oh, here comes Arsenal. They've won the ball early in the midfield. It's 4 against 4. Saka out wide. I thought that was a guys. Saka just gone past 2 players. Just couldn't make it stick. Arsenal just pouncing on PSG.
Look at the doubling up. Look at the
Arsenal win the
doubling
ball
up
back again.
already.
Arsenal really, really bringing the game to them.
We have to. We have no other choice. We have to. And I like it. This is how we should have started last week at
Yeah,
home.
we're just on them quickly. Arsenal win it back again. We're just on them, bro. We're just on them. I saw Inter Milan do that impressively against Barcelona last night. Barcelona's defense was awful.
Well done, Martinelli. Good
But
running.
yeah,
Good
Arsenal just
running.
really, really jumping out and springing on them.
I got a feeling we could catch. Oh, that's a lovely little nutmeg on Skelly, to be fair.
Yeah,
Keep the little box closed, son.
we've got them under pressure, bro. We've got them under pressure.
Martinelli got to be just a little bit closer for that flick on. You should know.
And
Moreno's
look,
going to win a
Luis
lot of these
Enrique,
balls in the air.
the cameras on Luis Enrique looking really worried and concerned at the moment. Arsenal win it back again. Arsenal win it. But Arsenal right now really starting to take this game. Don't mess around, Saliba. Saliba now just turned Fabian and is running forward and gives the ball to Timber. Timber goes right to Saka. It's been all Arsenal in the opening minutes. Saka, though, losing the ball again for the second time. Timber won it back. Come on, get the cross in. Header! Oh, he's just missed. Declan Rice could have put Arsenal up 1-0. Oh, my God. Worrying signs for PSG. Arsenal all
over. Oh, go back across goal, lad.
Declan's
go back across goal. He's got to go back across goal. All the power's there on the cross.
There. Oh, early warning by Arsenal, man.
Yeah, Marquinhos has just done enough there to just put him off sight of the ball. But
Arsenal are all over them, Lewis.
I like it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Come on, boys. Come on. Look, they're killing the clock already. We're not even 5 minutes in.
Go on. Brilliant by Martinelli. Just taking on 2 players and 1 a throw in. That Arsenal look hungry, man. Brilliant by Martinelli.
So I'm talking about end product. Can you get something out of it? PSG are worried. They are very worried right now. And the thing is, we can be like this for like an hour of a game, 70 minutes of a game. Because we are so athletic. So athletic.
It's the start we wanted, guys. Oh, the ball drops into the PSG box. Martinelli should have scored.
Oh,
Martinelli should have scored.
Yeah. I don't know. He saw it late. And when you see it late, you don't always get a true.
That's 2 chances for Arsenal in the first 4 minutes.
He's trying. No, to be fair, it looks like it's come off the centre half, and then Donnarumma's parried it away.
Arsenal could have been 2-0 up, man. Arsenal just jumping down at them. Gary, talk to me, man.
I've just seen Declan Rice's header.
Oh, well, there's more than that, mate.
I haven't seen the Martinelli chance.
Here comes Arsenal again.
Well done, Declan. Well done. Yes, Partey. Good. We're not filling the box like we normally do, though. I'm noticing.
Well played, Lewis Skelly. Well played, Lewis Skelly. It's all Arsenal, guys. It is all. A goal is coming. A goal is coming. It's all Arsenal.
This is the response that I wanted to see. We just need to cap it off with a goal.
Yeah.
We need to be clinical.
PSG don't know what's hit them. We need a goal, though, man. Here comes Saka again. He's lost the ball a couple of times, and Saka gets brought down for a free kick.
Is it within? Is it in a good range, or is it like?
No, it's on the halfway
far
line.
out. Oh yeah, I just see it. Yeah, Saka, you need to wake up, mate. You really need to wake up. Right, we need you tonight.
Yeah, he's not had a good start, Saka, but the rest of the team are just mad. They're playing like they're possessed.
I've just seen the Martinelli chance. He should have buried that.
Here they come again. Saka on the right again with Timber in the overload. He's going to let Timber go. Saka cuts inside. Oh, everybody wants it's that on Saka's favourite foot. He switches it to Martinelli. Exciting stuff. Martinelli dribbles to the penalty area. It's a corner.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
This is high tempo
Let's
stuff.
make this one count. Let's make this one count. Come on. Let's make this one count. Come on.
Yes, a corner.
Find the mismatch. Find the mismatch.
Set piece FC. What a start.
Oh, how I miss Big Gabby on these corners, man.
It is all Arsenal, guys. I am shocked. I did not expect us to start like this. It's taken Adoma bats it away, and it's an Arsenal throw-in. Yeah, goalkeeper's come in and got a fist to that. Someone's Partey with the throw-in.
I think we're going to need to change the flight of the area of where we put this ball. I think we need to go near post.
Throw
on
in
these
taken.
corners.
Odegaard with a shot. Oh, it's saved, I think. Was that a save? I think it's a save. Oh, wow. Odegaard nearly putting Arsenal up 1-0 there.
Oh, he must have hurt. Oh, it's a great save that.
What a
He's
save.
definitely Donnarumma has to.
What a
Donnarumma's
save.
definitely got something onto that and then off the post.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a very good save. That it's a very good save. Gary, what's up, man? You speechless tonight?
I think Gary's behind.
I just banged my head on the cupboard.
Ouch. Look at all this player. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen.
Odegaard shot.
Save that. And it goes through
Arsenal
great
all the
work.
morning people. It's a great strike from Odegaard.
Arsenal could be 2
It's good to see him shooting. It's really good to see him shooting.
Any further in the corner, it's in.
Well, actually, if it gets any height, any height, he's in. PSG are on the ropes, bro. Hey, Tony, if this was boxing, this would have been a first round knockdown. Looking for TKO right here.
Enrique is super worried, man. He is super worried. They cannot play out. Oh, come on, man. I hope the referees stop the clock because PSG are going to take every minute to take this thing out of the game. There's nothing wrong with him. He's made a good save. Nothing wrong with him.
People couldn't play on. He's a big keeper. It's massive.
Guys, they're on the ropes, man. PSG are on the ropes.
Anyone, come on, boys.
Corner from Saka. Here it comes.
Going down, I think he might have hurt his shoulder or something. Which sometimes happens with goalkeepers.
It's not the greatest corner.
It's going to be all right.
Saka.
He's just taking the heat out of the game. That's all he's doing, man.
Yeah. But the fire's still burning, bro. The fire's still burning. Guys who are watching, I normally don't ask you to hit the like button, but please hit the like button. You guys know that supporting the channel does not cost you a penny. Hit that like button. Really does help us out. Here comes another long throw in. Odegaard with another volley, but it's blocked this time. Partey with the cross. Declan should have scored, man, with a header. Oh, what is going on here? It's relentless from Arsenal.
We are getting the chances, man. We are getting the chances. They're going to give us
Here comes PSG on the counter-attack. And that's easy for Raya. Shout out to D. Big up to you, brother. See you at half-time. Sorry, guys. Let me send Cranky an invite. I keep forgetting.
Go long. Go into Moreno.
Well done. Oh, big foul there, ref. Come on, how could you not see that? It's right in front of you. What the hell?
Remember, this ref got done for corruption, by the way.
Lovely.
This referee.
This is the start that we wanted to see.
Forward.
This is the start that we wanted to see. Tony's having major problems with his internet.
Great ball. Unlucky there, Martinelli. Oh, get up, Hakimi. Get up. That's not a foul. I'm sorry. That's not a foul. Not even close. Come on, boys, man. Let's get this goal.
And it's going out back. Well, it's all Arsenal. It's just relentless. It has not stopped coming. Another cross in and defended again. PSG are defending for their lives. They cannot get out of their penalty or Arsenal are pressing them into submission. It's madness. It's absolute madness.
Please, let's get this goal soon. Please, boys, please.
We
Then I
need the
can
early
kind of
goal. That's
relax.
what we need. We need the early goal to just to balance this game out. When we score, it's 0-0. It's back to reset, and then we can just go on and try and win the game.
Well done.
I mean, to start the game like that and not score is really frustrating. But let's go, man. What a ball from Saliba to Martinelli. What a ball.
That's what we were talking about, wasn't it, guys? Like getting Martinelli on the ball, playing a bit longer, chop and change it so they don't get comfortable in what you're doing.
Yo, what's going on, Lee? Lee says, good evening. Hope you're all well. Listening to you guys at work, driving my bus. Great commentary as always. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Here comes Thomas Partey again with the throw-in. Oh, you just want the ball when it gets thrown into the box. We've worked on our throw-ins. Every throw-in, we look like Stoke.
Set piece, man. Set piece FC's back.
Yeah, they're going straight into the box. You just need it to drop onto a red shirt.
I need to get Thomas on his right foot. Oh, well done. Play the pot. Come on, Odegaard, man.
Wow, we got them pinned back, man. We got them
slack,
back
man.
so much, man.
Yeah. Come on. Keep the tempo high.
Saka's onside. That's Timber. Timber plays a free ball to Saka. Oh, that's a corner again.
What a beautiful ball that was. What a lovely ball.
Yeah, no, it's not a corner. No, that'd be a goal kick. Yeah, it's a goal kick to PSG.
Come on, Odegaard.
Sometimes I want Odegaard to turn to their goal rather than turning away from their goal. Yeah. Be a little bit more direct with it and win some more fouls in and around their box. You've got the ability to do it.
I can't believe anybody thought Arsenal were going to come out and play like this for the first 15 minutes.
Ref, come on, man. With this time wasting. Ray would have been booked by now. You're just kicking straight into where we're tall.
We've just got, it's the pressing that's killing them. We've just got them pinned back. And because Thomas Partey's picking up the midfield, there's no way for them to go with the ball. Look, they've given it away again. Come on, lads, let's do something with it this time. Oh, Odegaard plays the wrong ball.
Oh, just play Saka. Why did he should have played him earlier.
Yeah.
But who's that on their heels though? Was that who is it? Moreno. He's on his heels. And that's the only thing you're not gonna get with him, where a striker would be on their toes ready for that, waiting to strike it clean, hopefully.
Shout out Sporty Jordan, man. Big up to you, bro. Listen, the last few weeks, it's the final ball quality is what's been missing, and we're seeing that again today. But there has been chances to score, guys. Let's not take that away from it. There has been chances to score, and we've just not been able to get there. One of them was a brilliant save. So credit to the goalkeeper for that. But Martinelli's had a shot that saved as well. Oh, PSG has hit the bar. PSG.
Oh my Lord.
PSG has hit the post. It's out of nothing. PSG has hit the post, and that came out of nothing. It was just a brilliant strike. Warning shot there for Arsenal. I mean, PSG are only playing with two people up top, and Arsenal's got 7 red shirts in there, and he strikes the ball like that, and it doesn't go in. Crazy. Guys, I'm now at 17 minutes and 10 seconds.
I'm 20 seconds behind.
I don't know where Gary is.
16 minutes 30.
Okay. Oh man, nerves in my stomach.
But
man.
you
Look
see
at
what
that.
Krasvidya did there. That's what you want to see Martinelli doing. But Martinelli doesn't produce that kind of effort.
Yeah, Martinelli's more of a byline runner. Krasvidya can do both. He'll cut in. He'll take you on the outside.
Here comes Arsenal again.
Oh, Raya's not even close to it. Man,
Just
so
got a
glad he
yellow
hit the
card
goal.
on Yuri and Timber. Yes, it's a booking. That's an early yellow card.
Who got booked? Yeah, right. Now what you do, you run at him and you run at him and you run at him and you run at him.
Yeah,
It has to be a yellow.
Yeah, Mendes.
It has to be a yellow.
Yeah.
It is a yellow. You can't argue. He was gone.
He steps right on his foot. Wow.
Yeah. Well played, Yuri Timber. Well played. Come on, deliver this in with some quality.
Saka not being able to start. The cross comes in. It's a poor cross. Force to Martinelli. Shoot! It's blocked. Lewis Skelly's going to get there, mate. Excellent defending from Lewis Skelly. Excellent.
Yeah, he was on to that very early.
Go on, Saka. Saka and Odegaard struggling a little, although Odegaard hit that sweet shot. Saka struggling a little. But, you know, it was off the post. There's the warning for Arsenal. There's the warning for Arsenal.
Well played.
This
Lewis
is so
Skelly.
tense. This is so tense, guys. This is so tense. What's going on, Emerson? Shout out to you, bro. Oh, that's one back by Timber. That's brilliant. Timber's winning the ball back. Skelly's winning the ball back. Here goes Odegaard. Back to Timber. That right-hand side's not really clicking at the moment, although Timber's had some good moments. Saka's got to wake up. Here we go. Back to Saka again on that right-hand side.
If that's the case, use Martinelli a bit more then. If it's not working down there, bring the ball over to the left. Let Martinelli keep running at his fullback.
Arsenal now are just dominating possession. Just absolutely dominating possession.
Open up the pitch, boys.
Here comes Odegaard. Shoot! Shoot! Declan Rice. Nah, Odegaard, man, don't be gun shy in those situations. It's a corner to Arsenal.
Yeah, he has to shoot there. I don't understand it. Just have a go. Just have a go, man. Not everything's gonna drop and open up perfectly. Sometimes you have to make something out of nothing.
Yeah. Arsenal, just really, really good start to the half. I hope they don't tire themselves out. I hope they don't run themselves out to the ground. Yeah, here comes Declan Rice with the corner. It's a good delivery. Oh! It's well defended, actually. Arsenal just keep winning it back, though. Arsenal just keep winning it back at the edge of the goals. The cross comes in. There's a poor cross from Timber. Goalkeeper gets his hands to it. Guys, hold on. I got to take a breather, man.
Ay. Come on, man. Come on. We just need one chance to just open up fully and boom. We're in this game. No foul. Go, come on. Good. Now play. Ah. Oh, Saliba, man. Come on. He is so lucky, Saliba. That pass was so under hit to Kivior. It's like, bruv, what are you doing? Like, put some pepper in the bars. But we managed to defend it well, and it's a team effort. And Rio picks it up, and we go on. And then we just give the ball back to Donnarumma.
Tony, is your internet stream all right?
I couldn't quite hear that, Apollo.
Is your internet stream all right? Are you cutting out?
Well, one Saka.
He's good. All right, he's good. Yeah, that is Saliba being sloppy again.
I'm having a bit of problem with my phone at the moment, so that's why.
Okay, cool. Martinelli, here comes Martinelli on the right. Yeah, William Saliba being sloppy again. That's not what we want. Here comes a cross from Miles Lewis-Skelly. It's not a good one.
Good turn.
Hold on, that is not a free kick. Why are they giving a free kick on Saka? So he slipped. Hold on, the guy slipped. That's not a free kick against Saka. That's not. He slipped.
That's shoulder to shoulder as well.
What? The guy slipped, and the linesman's waved his flag.
Might have been. It's slightly in the back. I've seen them given, seen them not given. It's a soft one.
Arsenal's midfield has been nothing short of incredible today.
Oh, oof.
And look, PSG's giving the ball away left, right, and centre. Here comes Miles Lewis-Skelly, and he just loses the ball. Bro, come on!
Yes, just saying
it. Lewis-Skelly's just dribbled into 3 players, and Odegaard's won the ball back. It's been exceptional defensively from Arsenal, and now Saka, for the 5th time, runs into blue shirts as well. You've got some Arsenal players there that are just not playing progressive enough. They're just trying to do too much by themselves and just losing the ball in silly positions. Great work by Odegaard to win that ball back, and then you've just gone and fluffed it again by just trying to
keep position.
That's just the story of Saka in this game.
I think the pressure of the game's getting to him tonight. I've not seen him start a game as bad as this for a long time. We got that covered all day long.
Free kick to PSG, and it's a yellow card.
Who got booked?
Declan Rice. It's just being sloppy. Yeah, it is a yellow. It's just being sloppy.
Yeah, he's reached for it. He's after losing bad first touch. And the referees officiating the game with similar standards for both teams.
Rice just said that was my first tackle.
You don't get that, I'm afraid.
But guys, I have to say this, guys. This is the best that Arsenal's played out of possession all season. They're just not giving PSG a minute on the ball. They're not giving them a second. Right, free kick to PSG.
And Paris Saint-Germain have scored.
Oh my days, man.
It's a great goal. And that's what happens when you don't capitalize. Yeah, it's a great goal. PSG were never in the game, but that's a quality. That's what happens when you take your chances. Quality finish.
Well, I'm tired of this, of Arsenal controlling games and just not scoring when they're on top.
That means we need to
You
score
can't
three.
argue it's a free kick, right? Sometimes
That's a
you don't
correct
need to
strike.
make it. And it's just sloppy defending. No one goes out to the edge of the box
Yeah, I
at
think
all.
Saliba does.
It's just so easy to step
It's a poor
inside
header
there.
from Thomas Partey. Sometimes when you're
You
defending
just
that,
got
you've
to
got
give the corner away,
to head it
yeah.
out, not back into the box. You've got to try and flick your head round and head it out.
Well, I
Give a corner away,
think
give a throw
different.
away, but that's you head it back out into the box. A chance.
You know, Martinelli got absolutely sold with the first touch as well, man.
I think that was a great goal. I think that was an incredible goal.
It is. I'm not taking nothing away from the strike, but I think defensively it's just really
Yeah, it's
bad.
a great strike, but the header from Partey, just give away a corner, man.
And it all came from the free kick Declan Rice gave away.
I think this is going to be too much for us to get back into.
It might be too much. We got to get 3 goals here tonight against PSG. I personally don't think we can do that. I mean,
we could have had 3 in the opening 20 minutes.
I know, and that's the reason why, because we haven't had those 3 goals, Gary, is probably the reason why we won't be able to do it. We're just not clinical in the penalty area. We're just not. Missed chances, great saves by the goalie. I'll give him that. But we've just had times where we should have hit the back of the net and we didn't. And here come PSG again. Isn't he offside? Oh, PSG are through. They're in on goal again. Oh, it's a great save from Raya. So that's the game plan from PSG, really, to just play the counter-attack. They just opened us up. We had nobody defending there. Declan Rice is furious. Actually, I think Declan Rice is the one that saves that.
He does. He gets a good block onto it.
Yeah, but he's furious because he's like, "Where's the defenders? How can you guys get sucked in like that?" PSG coming back into the game.
Try to do it tomorrow night in some second-rate BTEC competition.
Yeah, PSG coming back into the game. It doesn't look good, guys. Gonna mourn those missed opportunities in the first 15, 20 minutes. We've seen this before, guys. We've seen this happen against Inter Milan. We went to play them. We were the better team, and we ended up losing 1-0. We've seen this play so many different times because we're not clinical. We don't take our chances, and that's the story again tonight.
I feel if we had a proper striker, this game would have been put to bed already.
Yep.
And I need Odegaard to start. Just shoot. What? You've got nothing to lose. If the ball goes out, it goes out. If it gets shanked, it gets shanked. It means their defense drops back even more to give you more time and space to pick those little threaded passes out. That's a ball. Unlucky.
So the plan now, it's 31 minutes. We need a goal before half time, and then we got to score in the second half. We just got to plan the game out. It's still a long way to play. There's still an hour of football to play. And if you keep on creating the chances, the problem is we can't do nothing when we create the chances. It's the problem. That's the problem. But
Got to be more
Cola,
slicker with the passing as well, man.
Yeah. Yeah, not feeling great now, guys.
Look, there's no one in the box.
Cam saying, what can you do? Look at their attackers. We have Martinelli that looks like he's playing with a stuck controller.
I don't know
Listen,
why
no,
Marino's trying to
yeah,
shoot that
look,
one.
Martinelli, I thought has had a decent start. Could he have done better? Yes, but he's been gamey. He's been running at them. He's had a decent start. So don't knock it. Don't knock the guy. I think he's had a decent start. Saka's had a poor game. This is probably Bakayo's most important game of his career, and he just hasn't turned up. But I tell you, Odegaard's had that chance, which is saved by the goalie. You know, he didn't deserve that goal. But defensively, Odegaard has been a madman. I mean, defensively, Odegaard's been incredible.
See, that's where we need to be a bit more slicker. That's a push in the back, ref. Martinelli literally just pushed him in the back.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Ay. Referee, man. Come on, look. It's enough to put him off balance.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Come on, guys. Let's not lose our momentum that we created in the first half an hour.
As soon as he feels that push, Martinelli should go down. Why is he staying on his feet, though?
Yeah.
As soon as he feels the push, go down.
Garfield is saying Arteta out so that he can manage Man United.
No comment to that one. Because a lot of the Man United fans don't rate Arteta at all. For some odd reason. This is just... They're going to come out with what ifs and buts, and social media is going to be so horrible for the whole entire summer if this game stays like this.
Garfield saying, watch how to do it tomorrow. The joke is, Man United or Spurs are either going to end up in the Champions League next season after fighting relegation. It's mad. Garfield says, I'm off, you lot are depressing me. I thought you was enjoying the PSG winning, bro.
But that's the thing, because the Champions League teams don't drop into Europa League, it's made it an easier competition now.
Yeah.
100%. We need to start putting.
We've run out of ideas already.
It's never a free kick, man. He's won the ball.
Oh, look at that. Saka's just won the ball. Go on, this is brilliant. Oh, Declan Rice couldn't get the cross in. Oh. Well played, Declan. Declan will fight until the death, man.
It's almost like Declan was waiting for a runner. Sometimes you just got to fizz the ball in and make something happen and put the onus on the attacker to make the run, not wait. You can't afford to wait.
Arsenal nearly got double the amount of balls played and 57% possession.
And we're 1-0 down, 2-0. Oh, gosh.
We just need a goal and we're right back in it. We got to believe that. Mikel Moreno doing a fantastic job of hold-up play. Just brilliant.
It's a lovely ball from Saliba as well.
Oh, Martinelli. Oh, thought that was going to be a penalty. Oh, he just overhits it. And a Timber's shot gets blocked as well. It's good play by Arsenal. Martinelli having so much luck over there.
Hakimi's very worried about him. Come on, boys, man. Just get a goal.
Here comes PSG again. And it's cleared. Cam, we need to bring Ranieri on at some point because this tactic ain't working. What are you talking about? The tactic ain't working. Are you mad? We've dominated possession, dominated play, had the best chances. Cam. This tactic is every bit but working, bro. No, and we've just won the ball back again in the midfield. We're constantly applying pressure with the rondo. We're creating overloads and winning the ball. I can't count how much times we've won the ball in the midfield. It's got to be 7, 8 times.
We're just not clinical in the last third. That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's the quality ball. Again. It's the final ball.
Well on, Philly.
Arsenal just need to score before half time. Sometimes, guys, I don't realize how much these games takes a lot out of my lungs, man.
The offside wasn't there, ref. Like the offside wasn't there. So what did it give? The Lilo's flag for offside, but then the ball's hit the ref and they're playing like 10 yards further up the pitch.
Look, just the difference that Partey makes in the midfield is just ridiculous. And if they lose him next season, all hope is lost.
Oh, boys, man, come on. They're losing the ball in these good areas.
PSG just playing possessional football now, guys.
I think we need to go to old-fashioned English long ball tactics.
Lewis Skelly just lost the ball. Yeah. PSG are having their moments. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. Lewis Skelly doesn't normally lose the ball in those positions, but he gets his pocket picked. Yeah. Tough, man. There's 40 minutes gone. There's 50 minutes left in the game.
Got the ball.
Arsenal win possession there. That's good. Okay, that's better. Here comes Arsenal. I'm surprised at how bad Saka has been in the first half. Here's Saka on the ball now. This time he's got 2 men on him. The cross comes into Timber, but there's nobody there. What kind of ball was that from Kivior? I don't even understand that passage of play. When the ball gets bubbled up in the air like that, just take it down. Get it on your feet. Use your body, man.
Look at the panic, though. As soon as the ball lands back on their back, like they're in a bloody panic. We can't capitalize.
Yeah. The biggest problem is Arsenal's not scored a goal in 6 semi-finals away from home. That's the biggest problem. And we're showing
we haven't even had the chances either today.
Gone! Oh my God! How could you not score?
Oh my days! When you're missing this amount of chances,
but listen, but that's why we're going to struggle to win this game, Lewis. That's why we're going to struggle to win this game. Simple. Simple. When you're in those areas and you're not doing nothing with it, that's why you're going to struggle to win this game.
Nelly, gamble. Please gamble. Why is no one following this up, man?
Yeah.
That's what winds me up. The winger on the back post should be making a run.
Yeah, Martinelli. That was a tap in for Martinelli there. That's a tap in for Martinelli. And you know what? You can't ask Saka to do any more.
All right, Thomas Saliba's hands.
These wingers have got to play in the width of the post, man. We don't do it enough.
You can't ask him to do anything more. PSG is still trying to buy the referee on that one. It's just, this summer, Arsenal front office, they got some questions to ask, man, to answer. Because you get so close and you just wet the bed, man. Here comes Saka again. He's 1-on-1 this time. Oh! That was a good block. That was a good block by PSG defensively. Saka's starting to come into the game now. Maybe he's got the message.
They just showed the Fabian Ruiz goal again. It took a flick off Saliba on the way through.
Oh.
We're gonna have to throw the kitchen sink at it in the second half, man, and just go for it. We're gonna have to throw caution into the wind because it's just oh man, come on, boys, man. He's winded.
Sporty says, apart from our finishing, our primary issue is watching for the counter attack. Yeah, because that's how they got into that position. It was the counter press. It was a counter press that led to Declan Rice giving the ball away with the free kick. So all of Arsenal's good start is just not accounted to anything. We've had 3 or 4 chances to score in this game.
Yeah, but so have PSG. They've hit the post.
Yeah.
Declan Rice gets in a fantastic block. This game could have quite easily been 3-3.
Yeah. And it isn't because we're so inept at scoring. It's the problem that's been plaguing us for the whole season. And by very definition of us going out today would be for that reason and that alone. It's held us back in the league and it's held us back in the Champions League. And that's the story of our season.
My question is, why do the board feel that this is enough? Why can't they be greedy and aim for the top prizes where they're gonna get more money for winning stuff? Sponsorship's always gonna come.
Oh my God! What's that poor ball by Kivio? That's it, Declan. Just keep running. Go on, Declan. Oh, right. Come on, we're back in the situation again. Saka, ball goes in. Oh my God! So when the ball gets played into the box like that, you have to. When Saka is on that side, you have to anticipate he's going to put the ball in the box. So run to the 6-yard line to tap it in. Why don't you do that? They're not. This isn't.
Oh, man, you got to believe that you're gonna get there. You got to believe you're gonna get because he half reads it and then he just backs off.
It's not in them. It's not in them, mate. And that's why they can't score. That's why they can't score. If they keep playing like this, they're going out. They're going out. If they keep playing like this, they've had ample amount of chances. Saka has come alive in the last 5 minutes. And we're not utilizing what he's doing. You cannot ask him to do any more than what he's doing. He's putting the ball in prime positions in the box. A striker like Havertz would get in there for a tap-in.
Come on, get across the freaking defender, Martinelli, man. So lazy. And that's half time, guys.
All right, guys, I need to. Can you go over the schematics? I need to take a breath.
Go
breath,
on,
man. All right.
So half time in Paris, it's Paris Saint-Germain 1, Arsenal 0. Arsenal not for the want of trying. We just a connection of good goalkeeping and some quite poor finishing, and players not getting in the correct positions that they should actually be in. Saka's put in a couple of decent crosses, and there's just been no one there to tap the ball home. So very disappointing result at half time, but we're still in this. We needed to score 2 goals anyway to win the tie. Now we just have to score 2 goals to draw the tie and take it to extra time. So nothing really has changed. 1 goal was never going to be enough for us. So nothing's really changed. We still need to score twice.
No, but I think had we scored one of those chances at 0-0, it gives the team the belief that they can go on to win the game.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And because we haven't done that, they're now looking panicky. They're now becoming sloppy because they can't understand why they're on top of the game but losing. And it's just simple because one, we don't have the number 9 to tuck away the chances that have been created by Saka and many others, and 2, we're pushing up so much that PSG are literally waiting for the counter. So we're playing into their hands here by not scoring early, and it's just driving me crazy, man. The amount of times that Martin Odegaard could just have a shot, which he was doing in the first 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden he's just reverted back to Odegaard of the last 7 months. Just pass, dribble. It opens up for him. Someone like Wineri's not going to be doesn't need a second invitation to have a shot there. And I think that's what someone was trying to allude to by bringing Ethan on, because he don't care. He's shooting.
Yeah, but if you don't shoot, you ain't never going to score a goal. But I don't know if it's a confidence thing, but you see him have a shot that the keeper saves really well, and then for the next
that was it
20 minutes, he doesn't shoot at all, and it makes no sense. I think Arsenal need to go in the second half. It just needs to go old-fashioned English football. Leave Marino up top, knock that ball long, get the others running off of him, because I think he's got the beating of them in the air, and we need to put more crosses in the box. We've got Rice and Marino literally in the box, and we're not putting any crosses in. We're still trying to pass it around on the edge. I don't understand. You've got 2 guys that can win headers in the box, but you're not playing the ball in the box for them to head. Makes no sense to me.
Part of me kind of had this feeling.
It was a good first half.
I just wanted
chances. We didn't take any.
I just wanted them to prove me wrong tonight. I got a bit of the reaction that I wanted, but not fully. And it's just self-belief.
Well. I'm happy that we've come out and we've had a proper crack at it.
Yeah,
but we've just fallen short finishing the moves off.
It's not PSG.
You know, that header's got to be flicked out for a corner. Why are you heading it back into the danger area?
Well, just away from goal. It's a flick header away from goal. For me, PSG aren't doing anything particularly great. It's Arsenal beating themselves yet again. It's us beating ourselves mentally and physically on this pitch. And it's like, boy, just wake up. Like, you're in the game. You are the better team, but for some reason, it's like you're like rabbits caught in the headlights, or deer caught in the headlights. We're just freezing at the vital moment, and no one can find like that extra yard of pace, or get the shot off a second earlier to change it. It's just I don't know, what do you say as Arteta in the changing room to galvanise the boys? Say that again, guys. Was he on mute?
That's why I was just talking to my son.
My bad. What do you say to your team that's dominating the game? What can you say? You prepped them all week for the game.
That's the thing. I mean, all week they prepped him for the game, but they've come out and they've had a real crack at it in the first 45 minutes. And we was in the ascendancy for the first 25. You know, we give away a free kick. All right, it's a free kick, but it's a poor defensive header. You just got to flick it out and defend the corner where you don't head it back into the box. So that's the first mistake. You know, but then after that, we haven't really gone and created anything of any notice. Saka's sort of come into the game last sort of 5-10 minutes. He's put a couple of decent balls in, but where is that defender? Where is that attacker getting across and gambling that the ball is going to come in this space for a simple tap-in? You know, like we saw an Inter Milan defender, 37 years old, getting across the defender to score a goal. That's a defender. We've got all these attackers and none of them can get across the first man. It just makes no sense.
Statistically, we're all over them.
You know, Rice should have scored. They're just showing the chances now. Rice should have scored that first header. You can see it all the way. He's got to get that on target.
I just lost for words. I really am lost for words. I don't know what to say about this. We need that goal in the first 10 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, 18. It's not putting the blame on us, mate. What it is, it's just saying that when Partey's heading that ball out, it's so hard to head that ball clear and get it out of the danger zone. If you flick it out for a corner or a throw, it's easier to defend the throw and the corner than the ball fall to a man on the edge of the box.
Sorry, Gary, if you're gonna head it that way, you need to use all your neck muscles to get the ball as far up the pitch as you can. I think, but he just slightly mistimes it, just slightly. And you know, but if you watch the replay, the PSG player has dropped off as soon as that ball's gone in because he's anticipating that the ball's gonna go there, and he takes full advantage. I mean, Donnarumma should be man of the match. He's man of the match for PSG in the first half so far, man. Some outrageous saves at the minute.
I just think in the second half, you know, in the first 15 minutes, we've got to come out firing like we did in the first half. You know, if we have to knock the ball long, knock the ball long. Let Marino do his thing in the air. Get Martinelli and that running off of him. You know, they're not going to like the ball played down up to them.
Do you know what? This is... the fucking... You know what? Excuse me. You know what? If it doesn't come off of Saliba, it looked like it was going to go wide. But it's like slowed the ball and took some different spin. It looked like it was going to go wide. It hit too clean.
Saliba takes it into the corner, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, is it going straight down? I mean, that's a bad header from Partey. The more they show it, the worse it gets.
Even me in those positions, I'm looking to head it towards my left in that situation and not straight. That's all it needed to do. He just needed to make it
behind for a corner. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to flick it behind for a corner. Or flick it out towards the left-hand touchline.
Yeah, that's what I was alluding to. But saying that, during my season for my old team, it was a really windy day. They put me in at centre half. The other team booted this ball, and the winds caught it. And I thought, you know what? Let me just try and take some of the pace off of it and flick it back to my keeper. It's only come off the wrong part of my head. And I knew exactly from the moment that it come off the wrong part of my head, I knew it was going to be an own goal. And it's when I mean it's flown into the bottom corner from 35 yards out. And I've just looked at my keeper, I've seen his positioning, and I just said to him, like, if you knew this ball was coming to you, why didn't you just shout, leave, like, keeper's ball? I would have left it. But you're not talking to me there. Mate, but then I went to go score and set up a couple of goals in that game, so I redeemed myself straight away. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna let this beat me up. And that's the thing. It's now, can we show some character in this second half and take the positives from the first half?
It's gonna have to be a mixture of character, isn't it? Because we need to get an early goal, sort of 15, 20 minutes, and then keep it tight, and then go hell for leather last 10, 15 minutes.
But then I'm looking at the bench thinking, there's only one player you could really bring on, maybe two, that you bring on and changes the game on the bench.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to change the style, Lewis. You have to say, right, we're just going to knock it long. We're going to throw Kirill up top. We're going to keep knocking it long. Forget this tiki-taka rubbish that everything's in front of them. Just knock that ball long. Try and win the flick on.
Put Martinelli up there. Put Martinelli up there alongside Moreno.
That's it.
And get him running.
Knocking the ball long. They're not going to like dealing with Moreno in the air. But, we've seen him win a couple of headers, and then it's like they stop doing it. And then it's going back to this possession-based crap, which doesn't get us nowhere.
To be a fly,
if something's working,
in the
keep using it. Let's see what happens. It's 45 minutes left to rescue your season. Let's see what Arteta's got. So you might even have to switch to 3 at the back and just get an extra body up top. But you've got to have a presence in that box when Saka or Martinelli's dribbling. You can't not have anyone in there.
Well, this is why Arteta gets paid the money that he does. I mean, look at those stats, man. I really didn't want to see the stats because I already knew that we are all over them like a rash. We've had 10 shots. We've only had 2 on target.
The most important stat is at the top. They've scored 1, we haven't.
I know.
Yeah,
and this
I
game
agree
is exactly.
I agree with D. Next season is make or break for Arteta. If he gets the players, he's got to win something. Hi, Charlie.
I'm not taking the FA Cup. I'm sorry. I'm not taking the FA Cup as a season of success next season. If that's the only thing that we win, no.
You've got to go close in the league, and you've got to go close in the Champions League. You've got to go deep in the Champions League. This is the hardest competition to win. This is where the top team, you're at the top table here, aren't you? This is the hardest one to win. Get to this stage, no mug teams like Norwegian Farmers and the Postmen playing.
I mean, if the women can do it, we can do it, man. They got flipping mouth-watering tie against Barcelona.
Yeah, I think Barcelona win that.
Good luck to them.
But they're in the final. Anything can happen.
Right, guys. Thanks for the half-time coverage, guys. Players are back on the field. We're ready to go. There's the half-time stats for all of you guys. Shows how inept Arsenal are. 10 shots, 2 on target. That's a 20% accuracy on goal. PSG, 5 shots, 3 on target. That's a 60% accuracy on goal. and that's why we are losing this game. Their goalkeeper, by the way, has been incredible. So shout out to him. He'll probably win man of the match at this rate.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. During halftime, he's just been outstanding, man. He's made the right saves at the right time. You got to believe, boys. You got to believe you can get a goal in the first 10 minutes. Just believe it. It will happen.
Yeah, if Arteta gets the players that he requires, there's no excuses for him after this, after next season.
If he gets those players, he's winning the league, mate.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he gets the players, there's no excuses. You can't say that we didn't have a striker. You can't say, this, that, and the other. We've got the defence, we've got the midfield. The striker's the missing bit. The winger, another winger on the left-hand side is an upgrade.
I just think it's, I don't even think it's the striker, because if you had Havertz, you're winning this game. So it's just the squad. The squad is weak. There's not enough bodies. That's what it is. We can talk
not
about
enough
positions.
good quality depth.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's the squad. It's the squad. It's just not enough. I mean, look, guys, Havertz has been out for 5 months. He's still our top scorer. Tells you everything, isn't it? Tells you everything right there.
Good step, Timber.
As Vincey says, it's all or nothing now.
Yeah, all or nothing, Vincey. Yep. If anybody wants to take a wager on that, whether he'd be gone next season, I'm glad to put a tenner into the pot.
I don't think he will.
Listen, I don't know whether your mother is Guyanese, Nigerian, or Jamaican, or what, but she tell you don't bite the hand that feed you. This guy has brought us to places we have not been in for 2 decades, and we're going to get rid of him. This is the thing. Like, you guys learned from watching other teams. Like, look what Pochettino did. He got Spurs to the Champions League final, and they sacked him. And where have they been since? Like, you guys, some of you guys don't learn, Like, you're dead. Some of you guys are dead on. This is what I want. And then when you get it, and an idiot comes in, and then we drop out the top 4, what are you going to say then? And we're not even talking about Slot, because Slot took over a team that was challenging for the title in Liverpool. Yeah, Arteta took a team that was in free fall. Yeah, 14th place we were in that season, and 2 8 finishes. Yeah, we were in free fall. That team was rotten to the core. God knows how he got an FA Cup win out of them.
Martinelli, man, just put the cross in.
We're playing with the ball too much in our half now.
Well done, Saliba. Good cover.
Playing with the ball too much.
Look, Partey's there screaming for the ball in the half time. Why are we putting the ball into his feet? We need to play forwards. Look, Saka feet. Play him feet.
How frustrated. Big up to Andrew in the chat. Shout out to Andrew. Saka must be frustrated because he's had a poor first half, and then he's put 2 balls into the 6-yard line and nobody there to tap it in. What do you think is a likely outcome? Arsenal going out is a likely outcome because we're not scoring goals. We're creating chances, and we're not committing players in, and they're not being clinical. They're missing the target. They're not getting into the box for tap-ins of when we penetrate the box, and it's just not good enough.
Why wouldn't you swap Martinelli and Saka and put them on their stronger foot?
Because he wants the invertedness. He wants the invertedness. That's why he wants the inverted. You know, Arteta is stubborn as a mule, and he doesn't change much of the playing style. It's his way or no way.
Dembele's warming up to come in and kill the tie off.
I don't know how that's not a foul on Saka there. They both clattered him there. Look, where was the ball one, ref?
Yeah, I agree with that, Cam. Cam saying if we don't claw this one back, I hope PSG wins it. It'll be honestly them winning it after winning Mbappe and Neymar would be quite funny.
Yeah, but then oil money will win the day. I'd rather Inter win it over PSG.
How is that not a foul on Saka? How did they actually win the ball?
Why is the referee
How
blowing
did
the
they
whistle
actually
there?
win the ball? It's a clear foul by Nuno Mendes.
I don't know why the referee blew the. Oh, he's given a foul on Timber. Timber might get booked for that. Another set piece for PSG. I'm 50 minutes and 40 seconds.
I just don't understand it, man.
And guys, look, let's not try to bang our heads too hard, yeah?
No, I don't think
at the moment, we're proven at the moment to not be good enough. It's as simple as that. You can't play any better than what you did in the first 25 minutes. You came out and you just throw haymakers. You were just throwing haymakers. And you couldn't make it stick because the ineptness in front of goal that's plagued this team for the whole season.
Lewis Skelly, you've got to stop trying to do that turn, Lewis Skelly.
Guys, that's who we are. We are a team that can't finish all the chances that we create. Our final ball and the quality in the box is poor. It's been poor all season long. It's not a shock. It's not something new. Yeah, this Achilles heel has been hurting us all season. So by the very definition, that's why we're suffering tonight. If you get knocked out, that's why you lose. Honestly, I haven't seen us play defensively off the ball as good as we've played in the first half all season.
Maybe Man City away from home before Trossard got sent off. Like we grew into the game after going 1-0 down.
Big up Freddie, man. What's going on? He said we will score soon. And that's the thing. If we score in the next 10, 15 minutes, we're back in the game. But we just don't look like we're going to score because we can't get on the end of these chances we're creating. If I'm Saka at half-time, I'm saying to my team, where were you guys when I put the ball into the box? When you see the ball, Partey's just got dispossessed there. Don't get a booking, bro.
Ref, come on, man. I've seen Arsenal players get booked for wasting less time than that on a throw-in. Flipping heck.
Here comes PSG again. Okay. So if I'm Saka, I'm looking at my team in the face. I'm looking at them in the eye, and I'm saying, when I'm 1-on-1, you know I'm going to beat my man and put that ball on the 6-yard line. So why aren't you anticipating me doing that? That's what I'm saying. Then I'm turning to my manager, Mikel, and I'm saying, these boys have got to get on the end of these crosses I'm putting in. You've got to get on the end of them. Otherwise, I'm doing all that work for nothing. I'm doing that work for you boys. So you got to show your commitment and get on the end of these things. It's a complete frustration for me if I'm Saka, because he wasn't that great in the first half, but he came on and grew into the game and put them wonderful 2 crosses in.
Come on, urgency.
Here comes PSV again. Look how quickly they get them bodies into the box.
I mean, the whole of their first team had the weekend off. So
Yeah.
there's no surprise that they're full of energy and sprinting. I mean, I know Barcola played and a
Oh,
couple of others,
Saka with
but
the foolishness again. That was no. They're giving a free kick to Saka, but that was not a free kick. That was just Saka doing foolishness. Oh God. I need to take my meds.
Saka's just. Why didn't Saka just play the ball down the line there? Do you know what? I'm questioning the board's ambition as well. I'm saying, look, we need some players that are going to get us over the line. Like, is this what you want, or do you always want to be the nearly man and feed off of that? Because I know what my answer is. Berta's going to want to bring in players that are going to cost quite a bit to see it through. Who got booked? Oh, Skelly been booked. Yeah. It's just going from bad to worse. Yeah.
Kind of lost the way in the start of this second half. We haven't really done anything.
Yeah, but now these are all just falling on the floor. No, well done. No, there's no foul there.
Martinelli just doesn't read things,
Oh
man.
my days. He's flipping it. He should not be dancing his way down the byline like that. Thomas Partey, you got to be stronger there and just stand up. It's only going to go one way. Come on, boys. Come on. We need
Everything
a goal
okay,
now.
Tone? He's asking if you're okay. Yeah, he's good.
Come on. Good. All right, corner ball, Arsenal. Make this one count, man. Make it count. Make it count. Come on.
Right, at this stage, you might as well just throw every single forward you have on the pitch.
We don't have any. We don't have any. Oh, that was dropping in. Put this one front post. I don't understand why we haven't put one on the front post. Look how short they are on the front post.
I don't understand how, right, why aren't we playing it short, dragging a man out?
Oh, Marino was close to that if Timber didn't get the flick.
Drag a man out. They have to bring a man out. I can't believe we have not scored a goal against this team in 2 games.
I can. Been like this for like the last 2-3 months. Not looking like we're gonna. That's a foul.
Oh, Marino's going to head that in if Timber doesn't get that flick, man.
I know. It's just communication. Can we have a good delivery, please? It's too high, man. Then just flatten the cross a little bit. That's it. All right, go on, Timber. Go for it. No, Timber. I don't. Why? What are you doing there? Take the ball up the line. Do you know what? Put Calafiori up front with Moreno. That might work.
Well, it's now or never. There's half hour left. You've got to change something. That's a terrible free kick, man.
Come on, Thomas. Deliver. Deliver. Oh, why are we trying to just put the ball in the box, man? Please. Put a cross in. Trying to walk the ball into the net.
Get some subs on Arteta. Before we get the rubber to green, D, we have to actually try to shoot. Why are you not shooting their Partey? Jesus. What the hell?
They're giving a free kick. Yeah. He didn't even touch him. He's barely touched him. Oh, God. Oh, make him play it. Well done. Ref, that should be a yellow, man. I say get Ethan on.
But he's got to do something.
He definitely does, man, because if these long throws haven't worked, why don't we just work it short? It's too repetitive.
That's what I mean. It's always the same. There's nothing new coming at them.
Saliba's done. Oh, well done, Saliba. Well done, Saliba. It almost went wrong, but you managed to get the right side of him there. Very good defending in the end. Whip it. Oh, another. Oh. Come on. Oh, Saka nearly bends one in the top corner. This is his first fighter. Anyone shorter, and that's going in postage stamp. Oh. He's done really well to jink back inside on his left. Oh, mate,
is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? VAR, penalty? Do your job, please.
Penalty? You're ahead of me then, Apollo.
Saka got brought down in the box, and the goalie waved it off, but it looked like there was contact to me. VAR, the VAR's talking to the referee. I can see him touching his ear, but nothing so far. I think
that's a great save. That's a great save. Another great save from Donnarumma.
Yeah, he posted stamped that one.
So VAR did check it and they said no penalty. Saka's come alive, man. Yeah, their goalkeeper.
This is the perks of having this. This is the perks of having this giant goalkeeper.
You're not
How
beating their
tall
goalie.
Donnarumma? What, 6'3", 6'4"?
6'6".
Is he 6'6"?
Yeah, something like that. His head's just under the crossbar.
Arsenal knocking on the door, man.
Yeah, but nobody's home. Been knocking on the door for the last 65 minutes.
They need to get out the old thing that the police use.
Yeah,
the battering ram.
Yeah, the battering ram.
He's 6'6".
Bloody hell, man. How tall's Courtois? I'm sure Courtois.
6'7". And Declan Rice made him look like toast.
Hold on. The ref stopped it.
Yeah, so
there's a penalty check.
Yeah, they wouldn't have done this otherwise if they didn't feel that there was enough.
Oh, it's a penalty to PSG.
Oh my! PSG. For what?
For Mars Lewis Skelly handball.
Oh my days!
Yeah, Mars Lewis Skelly handball. This game is over, man. Yeah. Penalty to PSG, guys. The thing is, VAR should have.
I didn't even see a handball.
Yeah,
Where was that?
It's the way he's left his arm out. Look, and he's turning away. He's turned away from it.
Yeah, but that's inexperience, Lewis, because coaching tells you got to put both your arms behind your back. You see Gabriel do it. You see Saliba do it.
Ray's not going to get nowhere near this, man.
No, if this goes in, it's over, mate.
The thing is, his arm's not in a non-natural position. I don't know.
It doesn't matter, Gary. He's got to put his hands behind his back. That's what their coaches. That's what they tell you to do in training. He hasn't done it. This game's over, guys. No way we're scoring 3 goals or 4 goals in the next 23 minutes. It's sad. Season's over, man.
See, David Raya died 3 days early.
He died from last week, man. Bloody hell.
Yeah, even saving this doesn't really give you much hope, because you've got to score 3 goals or 2 goals in the next 22 minutes. So Mars Lewis Skelly's coming off, and Calafiori and Trossard is going on. Martinelli's coming off as well. So Calafiori and Trossard on, Lewis Skelly and Martinelli coming off.
Ryan saved it!
Ryan wow.
Saved the pen!
All right, that's like scoring a goal. Boys, that is a lifeline. That is a lifeline.
It's an awful penalty, though.
It doesn't matter whether it's awful or not. He still has to make the save.
Yeah, good save.
He still has to make the save.
The keeper saved. That's all I care about.
Because we have cussed David Raya for diving years in advance.
That's a terrible penalty. It's bobbling. He walks up to it. There's nothing on it. It's placed well. He's put it in a good place. Goalie could have dived the other way. Then it looks like Dembele is coming on. Yep, Dembele is coming on.
It's a terrible penny. I don't believe in slow starters like that.
That was worse than Saka's penalty last week. Well, we need 2 goals in 20 minutes to take this to extra time.
It's doable. It is doable.
It is doable, but we haven't even scored an away goal in 6 semi-finals. In 6. And by all accounts, on the form guide, that tells you. And Cranky blaming this one on Arteta. Who's saying we didn't see that one coming?
I'm blaming the board.
So Cranky, it was Arteta's fault that we didn't score today, even though we created some crazy chances. Saka put 2 sweet balls in, nobody got on the end of it. That's all Arteta's fault. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the narrative, bro. I love the agenda.
You know what? It's really time to go old school, man. Long ball. Throw everything at it now. 2 goals needed, 20 minutes plus injury time. It's time to go long.
I think Trossard would have done better. But Calafiori looks gamey, doesn't he? Calafiori wants to score, so does Trossard. But they've got to it's the counter attack they've got to be careful of.
I think at this stage it doesn't even really matter, mate.
No, we get a goal, it sets up a nervy ending, which could suit us, but
that's well played, William Saliba. That's well played. Saka is 1-on-1 now with no support.
That's what I mean. You've got to leave. Just keep dragging everybody back. Leave someone up top, man. Leave someone up front.
Leave a couple of bodies up there because it stops them from coming down the other end. They have to have one more player.
Time to be defensive now. You need to score a goal. You're not going to do that with 11 men behind the ball.
Here comes PSG, and it's a goal. PSG, brilliant goal.
Who's Dembele?
No. It looks like Hakimi. Yeah. It's over. Game done.
Yeah, but to be...
Look, Hakimi just takes a gamble. He's the fullback. Who's picked up his run? Who's picked up his run? He's had 2 looks at that. 2.
I mean, what is Thomas Partey trying to do? Why doesn't Thomas Partey just clear the ball? He's trying to turn out. Just clear the freaking ball.
And it's a half-hearted attempt to close the ball down as well. Look, could have closed that down so much quicker. Just no desire, no nothing. I knew this was going to happen tonight.
Well, at least the dream is gone, so we can move on and try and focus on at least finishing second.
Trying to finish second.
I don't think we're even going to finish second.
You're laughing, bro, but we might fall out the top. We might fall out of a Champions League place if we don't beat Liverpool and Newcastle.
Partey can just clear that ball. I don't understand what he's trying to do. I really don't get it. 2 mistakes from Thomas Partey. which is something we hardly ever say. But he's got to clear that ball. Why is he trying to turn out? And that's short goalkeeper problems.
Wait, why? How's that a foul to PSG? He's jumped across Moreno there. What's Moreno meant to do in that situation if a player jumps across him? Oh, I want the board to come out and they have to do something this summer, because if they don't bring in the acquisitions that Arteta and Berta want, we're going to have another season like this next year. It's now on the board to show their ambition now, because I'm getting sick and tired of getting close and then not wanting to add to it. Like, they can't be happy with this. They can't be happy with this. Why is that not? That should be a yellow card by the letter of the law. He stopped us from playing quickly, ref.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this game has shown all of our deficiencies. It's shown all of our deficiencies. And what that means, guys, is just credit to PSG over the first two legs, over the entire two legs. I want them to go ahead and win it now. I think they are the best team in Europe.
I want Inter to win it.
But they have to overcome Inter's defense. Too many deficiencies in this Arsenal team. Too many injuries. No striker. If Arsenal had got forward, that's Saka there with a tap in, and he gets it. Saka scores. Yeah, Saka scores. It's Arsenal. It's PSG 2-1.
Can't even get happy about it. Can't even get happy about it. Trossard's done well to win the ball. And that's all we needed was something like that to happen in the first half.
Yeah.
That's all we needed in the first half. Something like that.
But the check is complete on VAR and Arsenal goal stands.
It's not a foul for me. It's just strength. Who's that? That's not Marquinhos.
Andrew says, how much time's left? 15 minutes is left, Andrew. We're in 76 minutes now.
Good strength. Good strength.
So if Arsenal score again in the next 5 minutes, then they got 10 minutes to tie the game up. So, guys, remember we were talking about Arsenal not even scoring a goal in a semi-final away from home in 6 games. Well, they've already broken.
Raya, come on. Come on, Raya, man. Well, at least we broke something there.
Well, so the difference in what's happening now, guys, is Saka's playing centre forward. Saka's playing the point man. So that's the change now. Arsenal throwing everything centrally. Moreno's crossing the ball there. Saka's on the end of it. They're just piling up the middle of the box, and Saka is basically gone centre forward.
I don't know why we didn't do this like 20 minutes ago.
Because he doesn't like to change anything. He's risk adverse. Everything's got to be defence first.
Most managers are risk averse, Gary. Most managers.
Well, they weren't last night, were they?
Last night's semi-final was the best semi-final I've ever seen in the history of the Champions League. Games like that don't come along very often.
It's credit to the what's he giving here? Why is he giving a free kick for what? Oh, not even a PSG.
Oh, Declan Rice wins it! Go on, square it! Oh, I don't know what Odegaard was trying to do with that backflip. I don't know what he was doing there.
Was it easy?
All the great work.
Was it easier for Odegaard to shoot?
No, that's definitely not. Timber's frustrated because he's headed the ball into the box and nobody was there to get on the end of it. They're just all of Arsenal's problems is coming from the lack of striker. There's not that man there to get on the end of whatever's going into the box. It's plagued them all season long. Well, not all season long because Havertz has been there, but it's played
They
them
didn't have
for the second half of the season. Here they come again. Just square to Saka. Oh, he's missed. Saka missed the open goal.
What?
Saka's missed the open goal. Trossard with the cross. Saka now playing centre forward, anticipates the ball going into the box, and he blows it over the bar. It should have been on the second goal for Saka. It should be 2-2 and 3-2-1 aggregate. Saka blasts it over the box.
That is a delicious cross from Calafiori, man. Delicious cross.
That's Trossard.
No, that's Calafiori.
I thought it was Trossard.
No, you can see the long hair waving at the back. That's Cala.
You can see the mullet.
Yeah, man, just flapping in the wind as he's running. Oh, man.
Here comes Arsenal again. Yeah. It's Declan Rice. And they lose the ball. They win it back. It's a free kick. That should be a free kick, referee. Why doesn't they foul Timber? It's end-to-end stuff now. There comes PSG. Great ball. Oh, Dembele actually gets that on target.
He only had to hit it with his side foot, Saka. I don't know why he's gone with his laces. Side foot, man.
Dembele hits it with the side foot, and then Raya pulls off another save.
We look more dangerous in the last 2 minutes than we have in the whole entire game.
That's a better header from Partey. Didn't need to be so eager there to win it back, Moreno.
Oh, terrible touch from Partey.
Timber's down.
Back up. I can't believe Saka missed that chance. That would have turned the tide. That would have completely turned the tide. And then Arsenal would have needed to score in 12 minutes. That would have changed everything.
Benjamin White's getting ready to come on.
82 minutes gone now, guys. Declan Rice is offside. He's off. Isn't he off, right? I thought he was off. I thought Declan was off. What's happening here?
Andrew's asking, would a different manager extract more from this squad? I think that's an interesting question because there's obviously different managers with different philosophies.
And that's the reason why it's a two-folded question, because the answer's two-folded as well. So, yes, some managers would be able to get more out of the squad, but some managers will be able to get less out of the squad. And we've seen that, haven't we? We've seen it play out with our rivals. Man United have changed their manager, and they've actually got worse.
Oh, come on, ball boy, man. Don't be a... Well, he's going to be a prick.
And this is a manager at Sporting Lisbon who had everything. He had the best striker in Gyökeres. He had Champions League football, and he's joined United, and they've just gone into the pan fighting relegation.
But the
joke is they think Man United is going to be better next season.
Come on, the time for playing football is over. Get the ball into the box, man.
Yeah, Terry, shout out to you, bro. Sad, yeah, it is a sad end to the season, but not unexpected, Terry. No, if we'd have got into the final, that would have been a dream. With all the injuries and no striker, the deficiencies we have, defenders sometimes got a mistake in them, and we've seen that be on play today. I mean, Saliba should have got punished by giving that ball away in the edge of the penalty area in the first half, and he's been punished with that before twice. So we got too many deficiencies, and I would have been surprised if we'd have got to the final. We'd easily be punching over our weight. Yeah, some people might say, no, that's our level. That's our level. No, it's not. We're not at that level. We really aren't. PSG
it's two
is
mistakes
by far
that have cost us tonight, and they both come from Thomas Partey.
You know, you look at how PSG has dismantled, you know, Bayern Munich, Liverpool. They are, I think they're the best team in Europe. So I think regardless of what happens there, the result's probably right.
Oh, unlucky there, Saliba.
And the worst thing about it is we had the opportunity to destroy them in the first half an hour, and we couldn't hit a barn door. But that's not a surprise. That's expected of this Arsenal team.
He's got to be offside there, ref.
And just saying, how does the
Why
last
is that
three
not?
league games pan out?
Why is that not? Yeah.
Well, we got to beat Liverpool. We got to beat Newcastle, and then obviously we got Southampton. But we got to turn up big in those games.
So what about? Thank you, ref.
Yeah, we got to turn up big in those games. You can't choke and lose to Liverpool. You can't choke and lose to Newcastle again. Yeah, you got to put it on the line. You got to show up. But you know, some Arsenal fans will probably feel really aggrieved about losing tonight. The truth of the matter is, PSG is a better team than us.
Not be offside, man. How can it not be offside?
We should be having a free kick on Saka. Literally 2 hands in the back, pushed. He's been pushed, ref. How can you not see that he's just been pushed? 2 hands in the back. Absolutely, that. Yeah. It's a foul. You can't put. He tripped him.
Man, I really thought we had a chance to win this Champions League this season. And I've been saying we're going to win the Champions League since last year, September. And then when Havertz got injured, that's when I said, nope, we can't win it. So being in this position, it was like a dream, the fact that we had the chance to get through. But not meant to be, guys.
I suppose it will hurt slightly less going out in the semi-final than to go to the final and then lose. That would hurt more.
Yeah.
That would hurt so much more.
Yeah, I really hope PSG go on and win this.
No, give it to Inter. I don't want no winning to PSG.
It's a great story. They got rid of all their prima donnas, and then built a young team from scratch.
Exactly. I was just going to say that.
I still prefer Inter over them.
The problem they have is they're going to have to deal with Inter's defense. That's the problem that they got. They got to overcome that defense. I think that's the best defense in Europe, along with Arsenal.
It's just a shame that we kind of gifted them 2 goals, man, because Partey should have done better on both occasions.
But with our mistakes, we could have gifted them more. That's who we are.
Yeah.
Then guys at the back. I mean, not Timber, and to an extent, not Kivior, and to an extent, Lewis Skelly. Although Lewis Skelly gave the ball away twice, and that caused problems. And obviously, handball gave away the penalty, but he got bailed out for that. But Saliba, man, is so mistake prone.
Yeah, but is that down to just mental tiredness? Played every minute of every game.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah, it is. It most definitely is. Andrew says, was both the games misleading? No, I actually think both of the games was as truthful as you could be. The games showed both teams' strengths and weaknesses, and PSG for me are the best team in Europe. And haven't they proved that against Bayern Munich? Haven't they proved that against Liverpool? And now Arsenal? Surely they've proved that, right?
Yeah, he's a good shot, mate.
And the difference is that in the Emirates, we didn't even look like scoring. Whereas here, God, we could have been up 2-3 goals in the first half now.
We had 2 or 3 good chances, but we just didn't finish them correctly. It was easy for the keeper to save.
I'm talking about the final.
He's talking about the Real Madrid games.
Oh no, that was all real.
No, Real haven't been good all season. We just exposed it.
Yeah, and you can take out the Declan Rice free kicks, and we're still battering them.
Mm.
You know, because they leak goals. They leak goals. But this PSG team, over 2 games, over 2 games, didn't allow Liverpool a single goal. Let that sink in for a second. Yeah, didn't allow Liverpool a single goal over 2 games. Yeah, credit to them. And obviously, this result is no surprise to a Liverpool fan. So it's 5 minutes. It's 90 minutes now, guys. 5 minutes injury time.
5 minutes added on.
Yeah. We need to score 2 goals in 5 minutes to send this to extra time. No, listen, bro. Man United need Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez is dead food, bro. They spent 85 million on that guy. 85 million. That is worse than Anthony for Man United. That's some mad money. Yeah. You know what makes me laugh? People get upset about Pepe coming in there scoring 26 goals and having 27 assists. And these men at these team here ain't doing nothing. These men ain't doing nothing at their teams. The only thing Pepe couldn't do was get back and defend. Toothless, man. That's the one word to describe this Arsenal team. It's toothless.
At this stage, you might as well just be kicking it up long. I just don't understand. Ben White can't cross the road.
I don't know. We've got a lot to prove, right? Liverpool are the champions. They didn't beat us in the first game. We match up with Liverpool really, really well. And we don't win at Anfield. When was the last time Arsenal actually won at Anfield?
Why have you thought about shooting twice there? Just ping it.
So the last time Arsenal won at Anfield was the 2-0 win in 2011. 14 years we haven't won at Anfield.
Was that did Robin Van Persie score in that game?
No, that was Cazorla and Podolski, I believe.
Oh, bloody hell.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Bloody hell. Why is Hernandez getting in his face, man?
for all of you guys. Guys, who played in goal for Arsenal when we last beat Liverpool at Anfield?
Martinez. Was it Martinez?
Lewis?
Martinez?
No, it was Vito Manone.
Oh, bloody hell, the Italian.
Yeah.
And kept a clean sheet. Bloody.
I wonder what he's doing now. What's he doing now?
Taxi driver.
I'm gonna have to look that up. Vito
it's
Manone,
funny enough. Funny you say that. My son's got a goalkeeper in camp with guess who? Ex-Arsenal goalkeeper.
He's playing
I'll
for
say
Lille.
that much.
Vito
If you
Manone's
can guess
playing
the
for Lille.
ex-Arsenal goalkeeper, my son's got a goalkeeper in camp with next week.
Graham Stack.
No. You'll never get it in a million years. I think he played 13 times for Arsenal.
What?
Richard Wright?
Nope. And that's it. It's all over, guys. It's all over.
Oh, let's do this quick, man. I need to go to bed. I really don't have much.
I don't have much to say as well. This has been a huge, utterly disappointing the night. And player ratings, I'm probably going to give everyone a 6, maybe. I don't know. I don't even want to really talk about that.
Quickly. Do you remember good old Vince Bartram?
Yeah, that's a while ago.
Yeah, my son's got a goalkeeper in camp with him coming up in a couple of weeks.
My God. Oh, God. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to sum this up overall by saying, first of all, thank you, everybody in the chat. And thank you, everybody who's been supporting the channel and supporting Arsenal as well. Positive, constructive criticism and godlike level support on this channel, as you guys know, to expect from one-on-one. PSG booked their place in the Champions League final, and it's very, very well deserved. It would be Inter Milan against PSG. Arsenal were really, really good for much of this. It was a good performance, especially in the first half, but they simply lacked the cutting edge up top and wasn't ruthless enough in big moments. And that's not to say that their goalie didn't play a part in that. I thought their goalkeeper was man of the match. He made 2 incredible saves, which again is not down to Arsenal. It's really down to what happened in this game. But Arsenal could have added, was just wasteful. So they're going to take a lot from this game, licking their chops. They've seen what it's like at this level. There's no shame in getting knocked out to PSG, guys. And I think that's the narrative today. You're going to see some people try and jump on the bandwagon and troll the team, troll the manager. Just ignore it. It's foolishness. What they've done to get this far has been phenomenal. Arsenal finished 3rd in the Champions League. 3rd, guys. That's quite an achievement after just 2 years of Champions League football. So, and to make it to the semi-final, the team should be commended. Yeah? Don't listen to all this Arteta out foolishness. The team should be commended for getting this far. I made a video last week. I talked about how these guys are 24, 23 years old. They will hit their prime in the next 2 years. The likes of Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Timber, all these guys, Saliba, all these guys are going to hit their prime. In 2 years, they'll be 26, 25, 26. So, listen, commiserations to Arsenal. Well done to PSG. Tony, do you want to say something before you go? No, I think we'll let Tony do his thing. Gary, what's your thoughts, bro?
Obviously, it's a disappointment to go out, but PSG top team, brilliant forward line, brilliant midfield. we caused them untold problems in the first 20 odd minutes. Unfortunately, we couldn't take any of the chances. I think if we knock them one early, I think that makes it a whole different game. Second half, we kind of died off a little bit. I was expecting just a little bit more. And then we gifted them a second goal. Again, Partey's just got to clear the ball. I don't know what he's trying to do, the little turnout. But, just clear the ball, clear your lines and go again. And then we pull one back straight away. Saka has another brilliant chance, which unfortunately he couldn't take. So all in all, I'm happy with... obviously not happy to go out, but at least we went out fighting. We didn't just lay down and have our bellies tickled. So, unfortunately, we just didn't have enough. And, the missing part is pretty obvious. We go again next season. Let's see if we can secure second place in the league.
Second place in the league. Lewis, what's your final thoughts, mate?
I don't have one. I kind of do. It's now down to the board to show their ambition.
Agreed.
Over the summer, and that will tell me a hell of a lot, because if they don't do anything, it's going to be fire and brimstone come the start of the season of next year. Oh man, we cannot keep dominating games and not finishing our dinner. That has to change, man. You can't keep being.
Don't you think that's been Arsenal's problem for so long, even in the days of Wenger, dominating all these teams, Man City, Liverpool, United, and just never been able to take the chances. And we always end up getting caught.
Yeah, man. I'm more frustrated with how the season's gone, rather than upset about us going out in the semi-final to a very, very well-drilled, well-oiled PSG team that
they're the best team in Europe.
Our rivals. Yeah. They will slap a lot of the rivals that hate on Arsenal. And credit to Luis Enrique for making his team extremely, extremely clinical in the two games. He learned a lot from... They're very similar to us, but at the end of the day, the difference between the two teams was the final third and taking big moments. That's it.
Yeah, 18 says, get this manager some strikers. Vincey with a great comment. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think isn't a club in Europe right now that can contain Hakimi, simply on another level. And this is what I'm saying. So we're starting to see some positive narratives and some truthful narratives, not just the same old harking on with the AFTV narrative of sack the manager and all that crap. This is really PSG, full credit to them, deserved winners. They'll probably go on and win it now, and just get some damn strikers in here, because, I like all those teams I looked at in the Champions League, all had strikers playing for them, and they didn't really have injuries. Dembele was out for a couple of days. He still came on and played today. Probably if they needed him from the start, he probably would have played, but they didn't need to because they were defending a lead. So we don't have enough. We didn't have enough in us to win this season, and we certainly didn't have enough of a squad to win the league title either. So, and that's where we are. That's where our level is right now, regardless of what happens. That's the maximum that we can output with the limited squad that we've had to work with. And so we need more quality players. Gyökeres, Nico Williams, Zumbamendi is a start.
Nico Williams, man, he's not the guy.
Yeah, listen,
I'm agreeing with Gary.
Antonio Semedo from Bournemouth would suit me. I'd take that all day long.
I like the look of Gittins. I'd bring him in if he's a cheaper option, which I was saying in the forum a few days back. If Gittins is a cheaper option, that means we can deploy, more money in other areas that we really need. But for me, it is now on the board. It's not on Arteta, because he's done what he can with this small squad and the injuries, and he's dealt with it relatively well.
Yeah,
It's
and it's
now
not enough. You're
down
right.
to the
It's
board.
not enough.
You know what it is with the injuries we had in January. Not signing anyone was criminal.
Yeah,
you know, look at Villa. They went and got Rashford and Asensio, and they kind of changed the whole dynamic of Aston Villa. We could have been in for Rashford. That
we
would
didn't
give
do
us
nothing. That was it. I'm going to go to Cranky because he's been waiting patiently. And I see him on his Facebook page today. He looks smart and ready for some business. But I think that is absolutely criminal when everyone in the world knows you've got this problem and you don't do anything about it. And yes, I do know what happened behind closed doors in terms of the money situation, but it came to a conclusion that they were going to go the Chelsea route and pay for a player over 5-6 years. But even when they put that through, it was rejected twice. So it didn't want to happen. And look, who are you to go up to Aston Villa or RB Leipzig and say to them, I want your striker now? Yeah, Arsenal just got booted out the front door, which is what anybody would do. Yeah, if someone came to knock for Saka in January, we'd boot them out the doors, and that's basically what happened with Sesko and Ollie Watkins. You're never going to win those. So let's go to Cranky and get some final thoughts from him about the game. And obviously about how good PSG was, and then we can wrap it up.
In terms of the game, it was a game of sort of 4 quarters, actually, or maybe 2 quarters and a half. Second half was more even. All the chances they got were mistakes that we made. They really didn't create a lot. We made horrible mistakes. If you go back to the first half, we had chances. Partey's throwing, which got worse as the game went along, but they were great in the first half. Rice missed a sitter of a header. Got to put that away. That didn't put PSG nervous on the back foot, right? Martinelli had one sort of a ricochet of that throw-in that could have gone in. Very good shot by Odegaard. Great save by Donnarumma. You're talking about 3 in the first 10 minutes? That could have been 3-0 in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, they came in the game subsequently, right? But we're making mistakes. I said this on my channel because I was doing a stream. Lewis Kelly should not have survived the first half. How Lewis Kelly survived the first half to me is a miracle. We talk about this on this channel all the time. The kid keeps shielding the damn ball and keep losing the damn ball. Today he was dribbling into trouble. He should not survive the first half. It was not okay for the coach not to make the change. It was very obvious. It's not rocket science. I said so on my channel numerous times during the stream. Take him off, because he is a problem. So you keep him on and keep making mistakes. That's how one of the goals gets scored. Kirill pass, Saliba pass, Kirill pass, Lewis Kelly shielding. Ridiculous for our defenders to be doing those things with no pressure. And Lewis Kelly keep making the same mistake game after game after game, and we allow him to keep making it. He's young, he's 18. He's a very good player. But at some point, you got to sit his ass down and say, you keep doing that, I can't play you. You're not playing midfield anymore. You're playing left back. So when you lose the ball, you're the last man. You don't have no cover. It's a problem. My manager, and you guys keep making excuses. Yes, first of all, he's the one who bought Havertz for 68 million. He's the guy who bought California for 40 million. That's 100 million. That's a striker. Sorry, that's a striker. Those weren't needs. Those were nice to have. The difference between what I need and what I want. They're not needs. They're like wants and nice to have. So these excuses I'm not buying that. He spent 700 million pounds. I'm not buying the excuses. We can make excuses to crowds come home. You didn't buy a striker. You had the money to buy a striker. You made the decision. You're the ones in charge. It wasn't Eto'o. It wasn't the board. They give you what you asked for. You asked for Havertz. You asked for California. Don't give me that nonsense about the coach and this. People talk about trolling. I'm not trolling. These are facts. And we keep accepting mediocrity. It's not okay. He can't game manage. His game management is atrocious. If he was in corporate, we'd fire him a long time ago for be able to manage. He can't manage games. We don't make decisions in the middle of games that change games. He doesn't manage games. The games manage him. And I'm getting upset. I'm getting frustrated with the nonsense. He don't manage games. I'm sorry, he doesn't. And we keep making excuses for people. Don't make excuses. He spent 700 million pounds. So if you're not, this is the 5th year now without a trophy. Because in his first year, we won a trophy. If he was Chelsea manager, he'd be fired like 3 years ago. I'm not saying fire him. Don't get me wrong. But we can't keep going like this. Because I ain't getting no younger. You ain't getting no younger, Apollo. Gary ain't getting no younger. I'm sorry. The kids can wait. I'm not waiting anymore. You win some trophies or you get five. Man U may win a trophy for the third year in a row. And they finish 17th. They may win a trophy for the third year in a row. It's not like we don't play. We have won one game in the last 7. At the end of the season, we collapse. One game in the last 7. One win in the Premier League. We have lost. And you guys talking about we couldn't win because of Liverpool. We lost 9 leads this year from winning position. We dropped points. 9 games from winning position. We have dropped points.
No, we've
9 games from winning position.
We've dropped 26 points from winning positions.
That means you could win the title with that. So these excuses we're making, I'm not buying the excuses. Yes, horrendous injuries to Havertz. Yes, Jesus, we agree with that. Timber can't play a full game. We agree with that. Brilliant defender. Love Timber. Think he's world class. Can't play a full game. Ben White out. We agree with all of that. But there's a way until you manage your team. He's like Thibodeau coaching the Knicks. Play the same people, burn them out, and then we make excuses for him. Don't make no excuse for him. He can pay a lot of money. That's his job to do the job the right way. Yes, we lost Gabriel. We agree with all of that. But today, we had a chance to win this game. PSG was not the same PSG players at the Emirates. They played us on the field at the Emirates. This wasn't the same. They played nervous at home. The same PSG we have seen year after year after year at home, they're nervous as hell. Yes, Hakimi scored a good goal. Yes, what's his name, had a shot that hit the upright. But we had a chance to win this game today, and we didn't take it. Why is Odegaard on the field for the entire game? When has Odegaard had a good game? Tell me when Odegaard's had a good game in the last 15 games, for Christ's sake. Well, and why is anyone near on the bench? He's 18. Lamal is 17. Duse, who played today for 17. Lewis Kelly's 18. Why is anyone there getting more game time when he scored like 7-8 goals this season? How much goals as Odegaard scored? Like when we do assessment, we seem to love the fact that, you know what, we're competing when we can do better. I'm sorry, not buying that nonsense. So I double my rant. It's a
well-known fact that Odegaard's had a poor season. And actually, quite frankly,
when they're scoring goals, so why is he on the damn bench? Why can't he get 20 minutes? Last game, you put him on for 3 minutes. For why? Why you put him on Sterling and what's his name? She take over like 5 minutes. Why are you doing that? What the F is that about?
He's doing that because of the way that Odegaard affects the game. So, and
negatively.
I've talked to you about this before, Cranky. Your view of Odegaard has nothing to do with defense. It's one side they're talking about him struggling offensively. And he by the way, he probably pulled off our best chance today, bar Saka scoring. But the way how we came out in the first 30 minutes, Odegaard was the dictator of that. He absolutely, hell for leather, put them under pressure with his press. He had 5 recoveries in the first half today. That's incredible. He won the ball back 5 times. You know what frustrated me the most? 3 of the times when he won the ball back, he gave the ball to Saka, and Saka went into 2 players and lost possession. It's that kind of frustration which just irks me. But Odegaard's done his job. That's what he does.
Here's the problem with that analysis, Apollo.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with that analysis. The analysis suggests whoever come in his place couldn't do the same thing. That's what the analysis is saying. If Nwaneri comes in, first of all, Nwaneri can put the ball in the net. His left foot is better than Saka's. Probably the best left foot in the team, without a doubt. He can put the ball in the net. So we're saying he couldn't produce anything. That's what we're saying, because Odegaard is indispensable.
Yeah, we are saying that, and there's nothing wrong with that statement. The last time, do you know who's the last player that I saw who pressed like Martin Odegaard who played for Arsenal? It was Alexis Sanchez. And that was 8 years ago.
Apollo, he plays the 10. His job is to score goals and create goals. That's his primary job.
You play in unison at the top to win the ball back.
No. I'm not saying you don't play as a team, Apollo, but your primary job in football, if you're a defender, your primary job is to defend. That's why I don't rate Trent Alexander-Arnold as a defender, because I can't defend. Yeah. If you're a defender, your goalkeeper stop the ball from going to goal, not just playing with your feet. But if you're Bertrand, a forward or a 10, you score goals and you assist goals.
So let's go on your logic. As a 10, your job is to create. He was out 10 weeks.
And to also score in today's football.
Yeah, but we know he can because he tied the Premier League record with Fabregas and Frank Lampard. So we're not saying he can't do that. But he's having a bad season. There's a lot of people and players who have had bad seasons. So, we can't
Apollo,
just talk about one player.
The question, Apollo, is this. Do I have a replacement that can actually add value where he's not adding value? That's the question,
No,
can Nwaneri add value? The kid got, 8 goals this season?
Yeah. We sold Smith
How much Odegaard has? 2?
We sold Smith Rowe, who was supposed to be his replacement, and we sold Nketiah, who was supposed to be the striker's replacement, and that hasn't worked out well for us this season, has it?
Yeah, but didn't Arteta sell them because he probably believed they were not at the level he wants? That's what I assume.
I don't know.
They probably need the money too, but they probably was probably PSR thing. But if they were good enough, he would keep them, right?
Yeah,
if he thought they were good enough, he would have kept them.
And hindsight, he didn't know that Lewis Skelly was going to be good to a point where he didn't have to spend 40 million on Calafiori.
But I'm saying, but Apollo, he can't prioritize Calafiori over a striker. Right? He prioritized Calafiori over a striker. Say it's 40-something mil. I need to put 20 mil on it to get a striker for, say, 60 mil. I came by Osimhen for 100 mil. I came by Gyökeres for was probably a higher number. It's been dropped now. But go get a striker for Christ's sake.
Well, but we're talking like they didn't try. They got rejected last summer and in the
no, they go somebody who said they did come to Arsenal because they want to stay in Bundesliga all year longer.
They went in for Sesko hard last summer.
Yeah, but he says he's not coming. So why are you going for somebody said they're not coming, Apollo? He says he's not coming.
That's right. But there's a certain, and this is the thing that you have to understand. So if Sesko came in here, he would have been a backup striker to have us. Sesko scores great goals, good offensive player, but he don't defend the way Havertz does. He's not that type of player. He's 21. He hasn't got that game in him yet. So he's a one-dimensional type player. Would Arteta have coached him? Yes, of course he would have.
If my striker can't run behind, I don't want him. Let me say this again. If my striker can't run behind the defense, I don't want him. So Havertz can't be my striker. If my striker can't run behind the defense, I don't want him.
So why? So that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to
tell me a striker who's okay. Go to Gyökeres, go to Sesko, go to Osimhen, go to Isak. They can run behind. Havertz can't run past nobody. He's not a striker. He can't run past nobody.
Who told you that?
I've watched Havertz all for the last time he's been Chelsea, but he can't run past nobody. He can't run past me.
But you
I can't run anymore.
But when you do the eye test versus the statistics, which are analysis of what he's doing.
Apollo, he can't run past nobody.
But you're wrong because the analysis says that he's the second best person who can do that. I've showed you these stats before. So now you're questioning
who's
stats.
the best person can do it? Okay. Is he quicker than Jesus? No. Is he quicker than Saka?
No, he's not.
No. Is he quicker than Martinelli? No.
But we're not talking about quickness. We're talking about movement and running behind the back line. He's the second best player in the Premier League behind Salah, who's doing that. That's why Arteta bought him. And when you see him play and the way how he sets everything up top, as soon as he left and got injured, our attack just went into the pan. And
we had no striker. Jesus got injured too. We put a midfield up there.
Yes, I know that. But what I'm saying is, and I know you downplayed Havertz is important to this team, and that's something you've missed. You've clearly missed that.
Okay.
Because the importance of what he does to this team is exceptional. And part of that is his movement and what he does beyond the back line. That is sadly missing. I know I've showed you those stats before, Cranky. I know
why is somebody trying to say I was trolling when Saka missed that goal? Saka don't have no right foot, people. You guys are confusing somebody putting their foot through the ball and he scores versus having a right foot. He ain't got no right foot.
Yeah, but
if that was on his left foot today, he caressed the ball and the goal. He don't have no right foot.
Yeah, he has scored 6 times.
Is that rocket science?
That's not his favorable foot. And yes, he blew that. He absolutely blew that.
No, I'm not blaming the kid for missing the goal.
You know?
Everybody missed goal, right? I'm saying he's not comfortable with his right foot. So when the ball comes in the right foot, it's difficult. His left foot, he probably just cushion it, walking in the goal. So but I'm not trolling. I don't troll Saka. Saka had an okay game.
He had a better second half. I thought in the first half he was.
He got a better second half. Yeah. Oh, wingers are not skinning anybody to. What is Martinelli? We're not skinning.
What are you talking about? Martinelli in the first 5 minutes had that that right back on toast. He took it down the line.
Nobody. Keep hitting the ball between his feet. Keep doing this with the ball, not going over.
I fell off my chair when he took the defender off down the line. I said, "Where's this?" And you know what? He did it twice last week as well. Martinelli, I would say the last 6 or 7 games has played way better than he has. He's been poor all season. People talk about Odegaard. They're missing.
There's hardly been an end product though. He's looked okay.
Here's what's funny.
More end products from him.
Yeah. Here's what's funny. Before Saka came back, people were saying Nwaneri, we gotta find place for him. He was playing so good outright. Saka came back, Nwaneri disappears. That's the manager.
Yeah,
people are saying Saka can't get him out because he's playing so well.
Sorry, I got to step in there. Nwaneri's been poor for the last 4 or 5 games. They were actually talking about it Charles Watts talked about it in his video last week when he was with James Bench. And I believe Martin Keown...
And Odegaard playing poor for the whole season. He gets to play every game.
And Martin Keown discussed...
I'm poor for 4 or 5 games, and he's poor for the whole season. He gets to play every game.
Yeah. I would say in the last few months when Yeri... And I've mentioned it as well. And in my player ratings, I've talked about Yeri as well. He's been poor in the last 5 or 6 games. So that doesn't work.
But here's the difference, Apollo. He's always a threat. Odegaard's not always a threat. He's always a threat to score with his left foot.
Yeah.
You give him a room, and he's going to probably hit the target, like Osaka did almost score today. By the way, Donnarumma.
I think in a game like this, where you've got to try everything, and I don't understand how you don't give Ranieri 10, 15 minutes at the end, throw a defender off or whatever. It's crap or bust, isn't it? And I don't understand how he doesn't get on the pitch to at least try to do something. In some of them situations, you see Odegaard in where he's not shooting.
Yeah,
Ranieri's going to have a shot there.
And what frustrates me is there, and I agree with you both, by the way. I mean, even though Ranieri hasn't been in form, how do you get someone in form? You play them, right? But the frustration, and I thought Odegaard did well today. I thought he had a decent game today. Definitely one of his better games in a really poor season from him. But I have to say, what I've noticed from Odegaard of late is where he beats a man on the edge of the penalty area and he doesn't pull the trigger, and the lanes open wide for a shot. But you know, maybe that's the mental part of him. Maybe the confidence isn't there, and he doesn't pull the trigger. And he's talked about it actually in one of his interviews. But that's something, man. He needs to come.
I think we're too right side dominant. I look at the stats. We play 43% of our game. Most teams have almost an even distribution between right and left, and then the middle is less. We're right side dominant, like 43%. Right side dominant. That needs to change. That's at one point today,
Martinelli doesn't.
Yeah.
No. We weren't playing the ball on the left today. At one point in the second half, the ball didn't touch the left side at all.
Yeah.
Because Partey is right footed and he goes right. Saliba goes right. Odegaard stays in the pocket right. Saka is right. So our best players are playing on the right side. It's not going over the Declan Rice side. So at one point, Declan Rice was in the game, and neither was Martinelli.
Yeah, we're too predictable. I agree. We're too predictable.
And it's a tough loss. We could have won this game today. Now, granted, I heard Louis say something about chances. They got chances today to score. We made mistakes. They should have put those. The one that what's his name? Bartola got.
Yeah.
And the kid got. They got to score those goals.
And this is why
the 10-yard line. It's a penalty too. They got a penalty.
But this is why I said to Lewis, this is who we are. That's our identity. When you looked at Bournemouth, if you looked at Bournemouth on the weekend, we should have been down 2-1. We were 1-0 up at half time. We should have been 2-1 down. They missed sitters. They never had a shot on target. They went over the bar with situations where we lost the ball and gave away the
Brazilian
ball.
Kid, yeah.
Yeah, so is this not? We're talking like this isn't new, guys. This is who we are. We did not deserve to win today. We did not deserve to win this tie. We weren't the better team. That's who we are. What we need to do, we need to get better players in here, as Gary and Lewis and Cranky has said. We should get better players in here and challenge for these starting roles and improve our first 11. Yeah, that's what we need to do.
I'm comfortable with our midfield. Our midfield is, apart from Odegaard, I think needs to be swapped out sometimes. Our midfield, between Partey and Rice, we're good there. Saliba and Gabriel, we're good there. Timber at right back, we're good there. Our left back with Lewis Kelly, we got to revisit. Even though he's a really good kid, he probably should be more midfield than left back because he makes too much mistakes to me, especially in the last 5 weeks. Our wingers need competition, and we don't have no center forward.
Yeah. And to think, guys,
no center forward.
And you know, one might say that they haven't even been unlucky. They've gone in for a lot of players. Rodrigo is the latest that I'm hearing. They went in for Rafinha. They went in for a lot of players. They went in for Neto. They went in for Mudryk. They went in for a lot of players. They just haven't been able to land them.
But how come Chelsea get Neto? We couldn't get Neto.
No, but they paid a lot of money for Neto. Neto did not deserve the money that he went for. Neto's never stayed injury free. Yeah, he's the
thing is, Apollo, if you got to pay big money and big wages for big hitters. And
but
what about Mbeumo, for example, Apollo? Why are we going to have Mbeumo from Brentford. Why are we going for after him?
Because I think Semedo is a better player. There are better players.
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
Not him put the ball in the net and creating chat. No. And Boyma with Tony and Boyma with Wissa. Deadly combinations. They didn't miss Tony this year.
No, they didn't.
Tony went to Saudi, but they didn't miss Tony.
I don't think he's an Arsenal player. I don't think he's
because you guys are elitist. Why is he an player? He scored more goals than Saka and it's probably a similar assist. What do you mean he's an Arsenal player?
I think Antonio Semedo is an Arsenal player. He definitely is.
No, not a goal scorer. Not a prolific goal scorer.
Of course he is.
No.
I think he scored
no.
13 this year.
Look at Mbeumo and his stats this year. Yeah. Bournemouth's a better team. Go look at the stats.
Well, I do know that Semedo takes the second most shots in the Premier League.
Yes, and it tells you something. He ain't scoring. He's missing a lot of shots.
And
Mateus Cunha. He takes a lot of shots. They're not hitting target. No, I don't agree. I think Mbeumo is a good buy. Manu may buy. We'll see.
I think Arsenal are at a critical point this summer where you've got to go and get Prem-ready players to challenge for the league. I don't think the likes of Nico Williams and that, by the time they bed in, I don't think Nico Williams is, an Arsenal player. I don't think he's going to do the hard work. He's a luxury
He's not
player.
playing well this season. He's not playing well. He's not playing well.
I'm saying, and I just don't. I think you're at the stage where you need Prem-proven, Prem-ready, ready to go, hit the ground running. Take the close season to learn the systems and what Arteta wants, and then you hit the ground running.
I don't know if Eze is an Arsenal player. The reason why I said is this: Eze is a brilliant player, but he doesn't play defense. Eze plays his own space. If you play for Arteta, you gotta play both ways. Eze is gonna play defense when he feels like playing defense. So he may be brilliant offensively, but to run back and to tackle people, Eze ain't doing that.
A heck of a backup for Odegaard, though, and you can
wait. No, he may take Odegaard's spot, but backup. So Mbeumo, 35 starts, 18 goals, 6 assists. That's the center forward stats. 18 goals, 6 assists playing on the right. And for Brentford. This is not playing for Arsenal or for Chelsea or for Liverpool. 18 goals for Brentford and 6 assists. To me, that's great stats.
No, yeah, he's had a breakout season. But I mentioned this with Dembele, didn't I, when the stream started? Dembele has got 21 goals in the league and 8 in the Premier League, in the Champions League. So Dembele has got 29 goals this season. That's more than what he's had in the last 5 years combined. So
yeah, but Dembele thing wasn't about his ability. Dembele thing was about playing video games and not being a professional.
Yeah, but I won't buy that, Cranky, unless he does it again next season. Because for me, that's what it's about.
Dembele at Dortmund was brilliant. That's why he went for 100 million to Barca. He's a brilliant player. He just wasn't committed to his craft.
Yeah.
He wasn't committed to his craft.
And anyway. Messi took a lot of his thunder. When I used to look up at the stats and I was like, who's created the most chances and who's got the most assists? It was Dembele. And like, how comes everyone's going crazy about Messi and Dembele is the one running this whole damn team? I can't believe it. I was like, how am I seeing these stats at Barcelona? So I think he needed to leave there because he'd been living in the shadow of Messi for all these years. And there's a really good player underneath there, man. Dembele,
he would not play much this season anyway because between Rafinha and Lamar, it would have been tough for him to get and Lewandowski to get game time, right? So he made the right decision to leave.
Yeah, man. Look where he is now.
Osimhen, we could have got Osimhen way back when in Wenger's time, couldn't we? Wasn't he in the under-17 tournament or something? And
yeah, he was available for 55 million and nobody got him.
I don't think he's an Arteta. I don't see him as an Arteta player though, for some reason.
Well, the talk around town is that he's not one of. He's like Ivan Toney. It's a me player, and he won't work as hard in the system. And all the managers in major teams have stayed away from him. So that's the talk.
He's making over 300,000. But anyway, Havertz make about almost 300. So Havertz make about 285, 286.
And Osimhen in January told all of his suitors he wants 400k a week.
Yeah.
So he ain't. Nobody's gonna go in for him.
He wants Haaland money. Haaland making about $500,000 a week.
He better go where Ivan Toney gone in Saudi Arabia if he want that kind of money.
And it's tax free too.
Yeah. Listen, guys. That's that's all from us. We can't really offer you much more tonight, man. It's been a hell of a night. We weren't good enough. Congratulations to PSG. And painful for Arsenal, but, I think we lucked out. I think this is as far as we could go. I'm not surprised at the very definition of where we have finished. I think that's about right for what we have. And we have to get better. And that's where I'm coming from. Anything else from you guys before we go?
No, I think we covered it all. Andrew's just asked a question in the chat. If you want to quickly answer that.
Can Arsenal avoid players with big egos? Yeah, of course. When teams scout players, and this is the reason why we were just talking about Victor Osimhen and Ivan Toney, right? You don't want bag eggs in your system.
Basket.
And you don't want people who's not going to work hard enough. You want to ensure from their coaches, from the way they've grown up, from how they play, that they have that desire to win and they're willing to change what they do in order to get it done. Declan Rice is a prime example. He says, I played number 8 at Arsenal this season more than any time. And he goes, I did not know how to play this position. He goes, Arteta's taught me more things about football than I never thought that I would learn. And I want to keep learning from him. I'm hungry to learn from him on how to get better. And when you've got players like that, that's the kind of mindset you need. Not give me 400 grand a week and we'll see where the dice is lay. That's not going to improve your team. A lot of
one
NFL
player like that can break the whole system, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's not
look, I have no problem with ego. Yeah. If you're De Bruyne, if you're Haaland, and you want to play for my team, you can play for my team anytime. If your ego is big, you're gonna produce on the field, and I'm gonna win titles.
Yeah, but Arteta wouldn't have Haaland because he doesn't do the dirty work.
Exactly.
Arteta didn't win no title yet either. Haaland's won title. Arteta didn't win no title. Man City didn't win a Champions League till Haaland came.
If Arteta had the choice between Gyökeres, Haaland, and Sesko, Haaland's at the bottom of that list, bro.
Yeah, it may be, but he's putting the ball in the net. That's what we need.
You live as a manager, you live and die by them decisions, right?
If you want to play a certain way, you have to bring in players that fit into that system. If they don't fit into the system, there's no place. And if you end up not winning anything after 6, 7, 8 years, or however long it will be, you end up getting the sack, and you say, well, you bought the club so far. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Then let's see the next man take it on who may have a different philosophy.
But guys, all managers are like that. I at work, when I manage my style. If someone tries to tell me what to do, I'll tell them where to go. I will live and die by my philosophies, and that's in the business world. Yeah.
The mark of a brilliant manager.
NBA, NHL, the NFL, Premier League football. It's all the same wherever you go. Guys have philosophies, and they live and they spend their whole entire lives with these philosophies that they build on. They're not going to change it at the flip of the hat. And yes, does that mean that you can be flexible? Yeah, managers learn to be flexible. Managers learn that on the job. And
managers learn also to manage different personalities differently.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Some of the greatest managers in history have never won a championship. Some of the greatest players in history have never won at the top level. That's just how it works. It's just how it works. That's just life.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Listen, enjoy the rest of your evening. It's 10:30.
Go watch my Knicks play Boston. See what happens.
I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. Listen, I'm watching the games. Don't think I'm not watching, Cranky. I'm watching the games, man.
Games are awesome. Games are awesome.
Have a good one, guys. Have a good one.
All right, take care.
All right.
Peace out, guys. See you later.
Nice one.